All right, hello. 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 It's still dropping some frames. Fucking Twitch. It's not dropping too many, though. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. What is up? Welcome. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Pandonics, hello. Fluffkins, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I am going to sound a little bit different, and stuff, but that's okay. How are you doing? I am doing okay. I'll say that much. Hopefully you're doing well. It is good to see you. It has been a little bit. I haven't streamed in it actually hasn't been that long. It's felt like a lot longer, but it's only been like 6 days or something. But it's felt like a fucking eternity. It's been a long 6 days. I'm gonna talk about what I've been up to and what's been going on. The fucking mod slider on 7TV is back. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. Give me a second. Let me do that real quick. Where was it again? I have to like bring up chat, moderation mod slider. There we go. Get rid of that. Boom. Good to go. I turned it off though. I wonder if my other things didn't stay. Because I also had no, it looks like the other stuff stayed. Interesting. Yeah, so we've got some technical issues, obviously. You should be able to hear me just fine though. For some reason the stream is at 720p. I'm really not sure why that is. It shouldn't be, but it is for some reason. I'm still streaming in 1080, so it shouldn't be in 720, but I don't know. Does it say it's in 720 for you guys? It says 720p source when you click the little cogwheel. Does it say that? It says that for me for some reason, but that shouldn't be the case. It says 720. Weird. Why the fuck is that the case? I don't know. Oh. Never mind. I figured it out. Oh, it's streaming at 30 FPS too. What the fuck? Why is that the default Twitch? I guess that makes sense for the default Twitch settings. If you don't have transcoding, it's actually probably better to... Okay, yeah, don't worry about that. Stream will look a little bit shit, but it's fine. We're just doing a chatting stream. So it's also 30 FPS, so I'll look like a little bit more... less smooth, but it's okay. I'll fix it before the next stream. So yeah, I've been... today's just going to be a chatting stream, because... I'll explain. So, after yesterday's stream... Or not yesterday... It's been 6 days. Definitely not yesterday. On the stream on the 3rd, I played some DVD. And we tried something new. I think I tried the overclocking. I think that was the play at the time. There's going to be some buffering because for some reason Twitch fucking sucks right now. Chatting stream means full cam, right? No, it does not actually. It does not. Nobody wants to see full screen Ty. But I tried the overclocking on that stream. Did not fix anything, okay? So, at that point, I was like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Looked into it, and I came to the decision that a full Windows reset... Fluffkins mentioned it in chat. I had already kind of talked about it, but Fluffkins mentioned it in chat. Like, just a full, fresh Windows install might be, a good option. I was like, fuck, she's probably right. Because... the full Windows install or like a fresh Windows install would do one of two things. Which is one, it would fix the problem because the problem is software related. Or two, it wouldn't fix the problem because the problem is hardware related. So it would at least identify the problem. Now, so that was the plan, was to do a fresh Windows install. And my plan was to buy a new... I'm still fucking dropping frames. What the fuck, Twitch? I'm trying to tell a story here. My plan was to buy a new drive, right? And I'd actually already bought one, I think, that day, before that stream. But the plan was to buy a new drive because the hard drive that I have, which is right here next to me... I'm not going to show it, though, because it has, like, numbers on it and stuff. I'm not sure if that's important, but just to be safe, not going to. But... it probably isn't important. It's like the serial number and shit. I don't think that matters, but I had bought a new drive, and the plan is that I was going to wait, I was going to prepare, and that night after the stream, I spent like 3 to 4 hours looking into how to do a fresh Windows install and the right way to go about it and stuff like that on a computer that is already set up, obviously. And so I spent like 3 to 4 hours doing that. And the plan was that I wasn't going to do it until the new drive showed up. That was the plan, right? So good, solid plan. I was going to keep streaming, maybe try and find some games that, weren't like too important. If the PC issues I was having, the technical issues were still happening, then it wouldn't be it wouldn't ruin the experience too much. Stuff like Eliza, because that is a visual novel type game. So frame rate doesn't really matter. If there's some stutters, it's not going to affect anything. You know what I mean? That would have been like a perfect game to play. And I was thinking about playing that and maybe some other games where it wouldn't affect it too much while I waited for the drive to show up. And then when the drive showed up, I would be fully prepared because I had already, done everything else I needed to do, including like moving my files over and taking out my hard drive and all this kind of stuff, right? Because I didn't want the hard drive in there so it didn't like boot off of it or have any of my old crap kind of just messing shit up. So that was the plan, was to do all of this before the drive showed up. And then when the drive showed up, I would do the fresh Windows install. And from that point on, good to go, right? And we would be able to instantly see if the problem was fixed like the next day. The problem arose, and the reason I did it before the drive showed up is because I started trying to copy some files over from my hard drive, my SSD, which is where my Windows operating system is, onto my hard drive because I wanted to keep my stuff. Problem is that I used the copy command, and foolishly, in my mind, the copy command would only copy things. Apparently, that's not the case, and it moved things. And I did not make a mistake because it copied some of it and then moved the rest of it. I'm not sure why, but it moved some files. And those were important files, and so my PC ceased working, essentially. The screen went red, and I could not open any applications. And so from that point, I was like, oh fuck, I need to do a fresh Windows install now. And I did not have a choice. So I saved all my stuff. I didn't turn the PC off. I tried to revert the problem, actually. Going back, I tried to move the files back over. That did not work. And I tried to do a system restore. That did not work either because it does not change your files when you do a system restore. So my PC was scuffed, essentially, and I couldn't use it. And I was really worried that it was going to be like completely bricked. So I was like, I need to do a fresh Windows install now because I was going to do one anyways, but now I need to do it to essentially stop my PC from dying. So I made a quick trip to the store, bought a USB because I didn't have one. And my 3 to 4 hours of planning the night before came in quite handy because I had already done all the research I needed to figure out how to do it. And so I took my hard drive out. I have it next to me. I saved all my stuff before I took the hard drive out, not in that order. I saved all my stuff, took the hard drive out, installed my network driver because on a USB because you need to do that because otherwise you can't install any drivers. And then I installed a fresh clean install of Windows on another USB. I did a fresh clean install and then I set everything back up so everything's fine. After the fresh Windows install, it was all good. Also, there was like kind of a storm that might have hit, and obviously you can't really do fresh Windows install while there's a chance of the power going out, and you shouldn't really, leave your PC in a scuffed state for too long. So I was also in a rush because of that. So it was a little bit stressful. That was a stressful day. But it all worked out at the end of the day. PC was fine, and it's all good. I just left one hard drive in. I haven't put the other hard drive back in yet. I don't really know what exactly I'm going to do with that, but I wanted to get a new SSD because I wanted to have my games on a separate SSD to my main drive. The problem is that the people that I ordered the fucking drive from have not shipped it or approved of the order for some fucking reason. Yeah, so it just hasn't been shipped. And so I've been waiting. But in the meantime, I was like, okay, it might not take that long. So I don't want to order another one or have to cancel the order or anything because that's a pain in the ass. So I'll just be productive in the meantime. And I was productive for like 2 days. And then I got really stressed out and unhappy for the last 2 days. And so I haven't done much. So it's been a bit of a rocky last like 6 days. But I'm coming to the conclusion. So I've installed everything on my C drive other than Steam. Or any kind of like games, essentially. Because I know that Steam as a game platform holds a lot of files in wherever it's located. You can move the redistributables. You can move games from drive to drive. You didn't used to be able to, by the way. That is actually a newer, well, I say newer. It's like in the last 6-8 years. You used to have to use a program to move. It was like a third-party program to move games from one drive to the other on Steam. It would like do it for you. It would move everything from one drive to the next. But now they just do it for you. Like you can go into the settings and do it. Like Steam is actually a good program. But anyways, moving on from that. It's like super easy to move things from one drive to the next now. So I can easily do that. But the problem is that Steam itself holds a lot of files. Just like lots of stuff, like images for your library, stuff you download from the workshop. Like just Steam itself holds a lot of shit. And so I don't really want that on my C drive. But I did realize that I didn't think about it until today. I could just install Steam and then like install DBD, stream it for 1 day, see if the problem is fixed, and then if it's fixed, like A+, at least I know that it's fixed, and then I can just keep streaming, and then when the other drive gets here, I can just uninstall Steam and just install it again. The other problem is that what it might leave behind, because sometimes programs do leave stuff behind even when they get uninstalled. So I'm thinking that might be the play. That's obviously it's why I haven't been streaming lately, is because I've just had nothing to play because I don't have anything installed. My PC is working. I haven't like finished setting up OBS though. Like that was the plan, but I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. As you can see, my OBS is pretty not set up. The mic probably doesn't sound as crispy as it should. And we're in 720p for some fucking reason. So and 30 FPS. So. Because apparently that's default OBS settings. Although, like I said, it does make sense because of transcoding and mobile users and stuff. But I do have transcoding, so it's better for me to be in 1080. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to the last like week. Yeah, in terms of the PC stuff and why I haven't been streaming. Hopefully that explains it a little bit. It's been a little bit of a wild ride. But it's okay. What else have I up to? I've been, I made a new to-do list because my to-do list was on my old hard drive, and so I had to make a new one. But smart me, big brain Ty, I took a picture of my to-do list before I unplugged the hard drive because I knew that I would need it, and so I took a picture and then I made a new one on my phone. I've got like fucking so much shit to do. I've got like 33 things on this like to-do list, and they're all like one-time things, so it's not like I'm just it's not like just stuff I have to do every day or anything. It's like all fucking one-time shit. So yeah, I've got lots of stuff to do, but last 2 days I've not been very productive because I've been fucking stressed and very unhappy, so haven't really got much done as you do. I have uploaded a video. I did upload a video a couple days ago. It's done really badly. The DVD videos are not hit content right now currently, and that's okay. I did also upload a short. I think that was after the stream. I'm not sure if I uploaded the Nice Work Fella short after or before, but I uploaded 2 shorts since last stream, I think. Some old Tarkov shorts, which are actually pretty fun. And one of them got like 850 views. The other one I just posted recently, so I haven't gotten any views yet. But it's actually pretty funny to see them because they're from 5 years ago. I'm not even joking. So those are some old ass clips from 5 years ago. So they're kind of fun to see if you haven't seen them. Could be worth checking out. You know, if you want to check out my YouTube channel, you know, there's a link in chat. You know, we're just saying. Yeah, I've been trying to stay on top of the uploads and stuff because I do want to get some uploads in and stuff. But I don't know. Is there anything else for me to say in terms of what I've been doing? I've been trying to finish up those clips so I can find all the clips that I need to upload. I'm actually almost done with that. I've got to do. I had to look through the fucking all the As Divine Heart clips. That was painful. But to be fair, while I was cringing, I was also smiling, and so I know that if I didn't have to endure the cringe, that they'd be funny. So for everybody else, it's funny at least. So that you know, that's some solace in that fact, is that at least everybody else had a good time with it, right? So, but they were pretty bad. They were pretty cringe at times. That game was actually surprisingly fun though. What else have I been doing? Not much, to be honest. Yeah, I've just been trying to figure out my plan going forward. Oh, so I should talk about my plan going forward. My plan going forward. Oh, actually, something else I can talk about, which is kind of sad, is that so Windows 10 ends support in October 2025. So if you're still using Windows 10, you should probably upgrade by October 2025. There is some things you can do. There is some things you can do. You can upgrade for free if you have the supported, like if they support your hardware, or you can buy extended service, but it's like a yearly payment, so that's, you know, kind of a sunk cost. Like, I don't know why you'd spend that instead of just building a new PC. But there is some ways to upgrade. I'm not exactly sure. But none of those options apply to me. So come October 2025, I am shit out of luck. Unless I just buy unless I buy extended service, which is they haven't said how much it's going to cost yet, because they talk about that when it gets closer to the date. But so I'm kind of shit out of luck. And so, I mean, supposedly you can keep using your PC even after Windows stops service, but it gets riskier and riskier as time goes on, because security breaches don't get fully patched, and they aren't, you know, as on top of things. So but supposedly people say that if you're generally safe, it's okay, but it's just not a good idea. But I'm shit out of luck because my hardware's too old, so I can't actually upgrade to Windows 11, which is kind of a shame. But so that is just something I've had to think about recently as well. So yeah, it's been a wild ride lately. There is so in terms of the stream, this is more serious, not super happy talk. You should consider becoming a voice actor. See, the thing is, I'm not good enough to be a voice actor. To be a good voice actor, you need to be able to do voices that don't sound the same. All my voices kind of just sound like me putting on a voice. And I mean, they're fun for the stream. I think I'm a good enough voice actor for the stream and to be entertaining, but I don't think I'm a good enough voice actor for like actual quality. You know what I mean? But talking about something that is less fun, more serious, is that if my problem is still persisting, like the PC problem, I'm not sure if I should really continue streaming, because I just won't be able to solve it. I mean, I could play games with it, but it's really just not very pleasant. And I know that the last like couple months last month that I've been dealing with this has not been a pleasant experience for anybody watching, really. I mean, well, that's my opinion. I have higher standards for myself than I should. But I don't know. I just if the problem's not fixed, I just am out of options. Like, I mean, I've done everything I can, and I just am gonna go forward assuming it's a hardware issue. And if it's a hardware issue, I have to replace things, and I don't even know where to replace. I don't even know where to start. And it's also like, this is like, I mean, my PC is essentially like an old fucking pickup truck that is just not worth pouring money into. You know what I mean? In terms of upgrades, like, I need to just get a fresh car, essentially. So it's a bit of a mess in that regard. So I don't really know exactly what my plan is going to be. I need to find out if the problem is persisting. If it is, it's a, I don't know. It's not a good outlook. Outlook. What's the 8-ball say? Outlook not looking good or something like that, or outlook negative? I don't know. The little 8-ball message. That's basically how it is. It's bad. Outlook bad. Outlook not positive. I think maybe that's it. I'm not sure. I've never had an 8-ball. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the play is going to be. If I did, I mean, like, I've made sure this is like a very clean install, very clean fresh start I've got going on right here. I've installed bare minimum programs. I've installed all the important drivers. I've not installed any kind of bloaty shit. You know what I mean? Like, I've been like super clean with it this time around. I mean, this was essentially the first PC I ever had. And I had never done any kind of fresh install or something. And like, the improvement already, like, in terms of how efficient I've been about setting it up, is already like massive. Like, I mean, I you know, uninstalled all the fucking like Windows fucking programs that they give you, disabled all the startup stuff, installed the bare minimum shit. I mean, the stuff I've installed on my computer so far is Discord, Firefox. I did install Google Chrome, but I chose not to use it. So I do have that, which is kind of maybe a waste. I could maybe uninstall it, but I don't know. I just keep it around. DaVinci Resolve, which is what I use to edit videos. OBS, which is what I use to record and to stream. Logitech G Hub, because it's kind of annoying not to have that installed. Because I have a Logitech mouse. GeForce Experience, which I considered not installing, but it's a lot harder to do your driver updates without it. So I was like, fuck it. I also have something called MSI Live Update, which kind of updates all your drivers live. I never had that before, but it was actually very, very useful. And it is an MSI product. So it's a little bit of like, it wasn't too bloatware-y, so I kind of just accepted it. I don't need it now that I've updated my drivers and stuff, but I thought, it might be useful in the future. Who knows? So I kept it. But that's literally it. That's all I've installed. I've installed nothing else. I don't need anything else. Like, the only other things that I even have any desire to install is game platforms. So like Steam, GOG, Battle.net, Origin, Uplay. It's not even called Uplay anymore. It's called fucking Ubisoft Plus or whatever. No, is it? What is it called? Let's see. Ubisoft launcher name? What do they call it these days? Ubisoft Connect. Oh god. What was wrong with Uplay? Who had a problem with Uplay? I don't understand. Who had a problem with Uplay? Uplay is a good name. Like, you play. You play. You know what I mean? I play. I don't know. I thought Uplay was pretty good, honestly. I liked Uplay. But I don't know. Maybe I'm a weirdo. Other people didn't seem to enjoy Uplay, I guess. But yeah, also, to be honest, I think it's fixed a lot of my like little quirks I had in my computer, because there was a lot of quirks, because when you've had a computer for so long, your computer kind of builds up little quirks, right? And so there was programs on my computer that I could not uninstall because it could not find the files for them. Like, it would be listed in the apps and features, and I would not be able to uninstall them. It would say like can't find, but it would still be there, and I couldn't uninstall it. I would get a security notification every time I launched my computer, but it wouldn't let me fix it for some reason. which was great. And my microphone would change volumes all the fucking time, but I think that might be fixed now, honestly. And I had a password on my computer that I did not know. So I had to like, when I went to sign in, I had to go to a separate password and type in that password, because that password I did know, the other one I didn't. So all those like little quirks have been fixed, which is kind of convenient. I'm kind of happy about that. It's actually pretty nice having like a clean install. Honestly, I'm kind of, wish I would have done it sooner. It went like super smooth, to be honest. And as far as I know, I haven't lost anything. But to be honest, I don't really keep much on my computer anyways. I have like 2 folders that are important to me, and they have everything in them. So, and I just put those on my hard drive. So, and took it out before I did it. So, it honestly went pretty smooth. I honestly have no complaints. As long as my hard drive still has everything in it, but that would be more of like a physical issue that I did. Like when taking it out, I fucked some shit up. But this hard drive, I mean, it's 10 years fucking old. So, I mean, it's like, yeah, that thing's probably not long for this world. And I should probably, accept that its fate is probably going to be sealed and get all the important shit off of it. So, I kind of wanted to stop using it altogether, but, that's why I ordered a new drive, but that just still hasn't been delivered yet. So, going forward, I think the plan might be that tomorrow I might install Steam, and we might just play some DBD and see how it goes. Because if the problem is fixed, going forward, I wanna like really crack down on the streams, because I'll be so happy if it's fixed. Like, you don't understand. I'll be so happy. And I can just focus on just fucking cracking out some streams, getting through the list of games, all that kind of stuff. And, I don't know, having some fun streams again. Because I know it's been a while since we've had any fun streams. I mean, it's been like since October, like early October, because I've been dealing with these PC issues. And then I had the family emergency stuff going on. So it's just been a mess. But if it isn't fixed, then it's kind of doomsday, because I just don't see a way that I can fix it. And it means that even if I do stream, no matter what I stream, there's a chance it's just going to be kind of scuffed. And it really kind of makes me miserable, which doesn't lead to very good streams. And I mean, I know that people would just be like, just don't be miserable. But I don't know, it's a lot harder than that when you're playing something that's like does not feel good to play. And especially when like a lot of other shit going on is putting me in like fragile mindsets a lot of the time. So I think those are the 2 routes currently, which I know is very extreme, very polarizing, which one of them is just like stop streaming altogether, and the other one's like go super hard for as long as I can going forward, which I'm not sure how long exactly that will be, but I'm gonna try and figure that out as soon as possible. But I mean, like, what I have said recently still kind of stands. Is that I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to stream for. Like I said, just because life, anything that costs time also costs money, and I'm not saying that as like, I don't know. I'm just saying that like the amount of time I put into streaming, it doesn't give me anything other than happiness, and sadly, life has bills. That's all. I don't really. It's not that I care, but it's just that I need money to live. Like, my cats need to eat, I need to eat, and I need power and air conditioning and all that kind of good stuff. So pay rent, all that kind of shit. So it really is just that. Like, I don't care. Like, I mean, I really enjoyed the stream. Like, what the stream has been over the last like 2 years for me is like all I could ever want. It's just that the reality of life is that you have to be able to pay the bills. So, and if something costs a lot of time, but doesn't give any money, then you need to be getting a lot of money from somewhere else at least. So that's just the cruel reality of it. And yeah, I'm just talking about it because I'm explaining why I have to stop streaming. I don't have any desire to stop streaming. It's pretty much I have genuinely no desire to play games outside of stream anymore. It's really bad. I mean, it's not bad if I could keep streaming, but it's bad because I like have no desire to play things. Like it's just like why would I play this if I can't stream it? Why would I play that if I can't stream it? It's like I'd rather stream that. If I'm gonna play it, I'd rather stream it. And it's like, well, fuck, because yeah, yeah, it's kind of disappointing. But I really enjoy streaming though. It's very fun. It's very fun. And I mean, like, I honestly, I don't know. Used to play things for literally 24 hours without streaming. Yeah, but it's just not the same. I enjoy streaming so much more. I don't know. Like, I just don't see a world where I go back to that. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just nowhere near as enjoyable. Like, I played some Blood Bowl recently because I was in a pretty bad mindset and I was just having some bad days and I was just using it to kind of decompress, and like I couldn't really stream because I was busy with family emergency stuff, and I was just using it to decompress. And a lot of the time I was just thinking about like, oh, it'd be fun to stream this game. And I was like, like fuck. And then when I went back to streaming, I was like, oh, I should stream some Blood Bowl. And I'm like, it's just like fuck. It's like all I want to do is stream everything I play now. It's really funny. I mean, I've streamed like a lot of fucking hours at this point. I've streamed a lot of hours. But is there anything else to say? I don't think so. I think that kind of summarizes all the important stuff. So we can just talk about some unimportant stuff now. I think that summarizes pretty much all the important stuff. What can we talk about that's unimportant? Well, first of all, I've been watching a lot of gameplay of that new game from Tempo Storm. If you know Reynad, he's been talking about it for so long. This game has been in development for the longest time. I've always been kind of interested in it. I don't know if Reynad's had any kind of drama or anything. I don't know because I don't keep track of it that much, but who fucking knows? Everybody's had drama these days. It feels like it's like you can't you got to be careful who you say that you like and stuff. But I used to always like his streams and his attitude and his highlight clips and stuff. It was funny. I always found him pretty funny. So I was interested in the game that he said that him and Tempo Storm were making, but it's been like 6-8 years or something now since that was like announced or whatever. I feel like it's been 6 to 8 years. But there was a closed beta version of the game now, and it actually looks really fun. It actually looks really fun. I've actually like been watching a lot of gameplay of it. There is some issues for sure, but it's been looking pretty fun. So I've actually been enjoying watching that recently, last couple days. If you do stop streaming in the future, it was really nice being here while you did stream. I'm glad. And I mean, I don't want to stop streaming, but life happens sometimes, and it is a shame. And it's been really nice having you here. I appreciate everybody that's tuned into the stream throughout the like 5 years off and on that I've been streaming, and I have a lot of good memories of it. So I mean, I don't regret any of it for sure. I just regret not being able to do it more. That's all. So, and I mean, I still plan to, one thing I do plan 100% is that list of games that is in the games chat, I'm going to stream all of those games eventually. But if I do stop streaming like every day, then it'll just be, maybe like on the weekends, I'll stream, some of those games and try and slowly get through them, throughout the months. But, I said I would play all those games, so I'm still going to do that because that's one thing that I very much hold very much important, is staying true to my word and stuff. And I did say I would play all of those games, so I am going to play them. It just might not be in a timely fashion if I am not able to keep streaming every day. But I will play them. And I do still plan to upload all of that content, like all the VODs and clips and stuff like that that I have that is not uploaded on my 2 YouTube channels now, just so that they're uploaded somewhere, so you know, for myself and for other people if they want to see them, because I said I would do that as well. So no matter what happens, I will do those 2 things. It just obviously, you know, might not be in a super timely fashion. But yeah, if you haven't seen that game, The Bazaar, it's really cool actually. It's like an auto battler, but it's really interesting because it's an auto battler, kind of like Hearthstone Battlegrounds, but it's kind of like a roguelike at the same time, and it's PvP, but it's like people's ghosts. You don't play against people in real time. So any of the people that you beat, you don't actually beat them. And any of the people that beat you don't actually beat you. They're playing their own games, and every day that passes, you fight a new player, and it takes snapshots of people's builds, like their auto battler builds, and you just play against those snapshots, which is really strange. And I don't hate the idea, but it does feel like it takes some of the intensity out of it, because you're not really playing against another person. You know what I mean? It takes some kind of like the person to person out of it. But I kind of like the idea as well, because it kind of makes it a little bit more relaxed and a little bit less like, I don't know, a little bit less like PvP like focused, and a little bit less like pitting people against each other. And it's a little bit more chill and kind of like a roguelike kind of experience. So it looks pretty fun actually. And the gameplay looks pretty fun. There's only 3 heroes right now though, and the game does look kind of easy. But to be fair, I've been watching Kripparrian play, and he's like a god tier Battlegrounds player at this point. So it could just be that he's really good. It does seem like he knows exactly what he's doing, and it's just like a closed beta, closed alpha. So he could just be really good. But the game does seem kind of easy, and from what I've seen at least. But I think he's just really good, honestly. And there's only 3 heroes, and apparently there is some performance issues. But it looks really nice. It looks really fun to play. Like, just watching, it's been very addictive. But there's only 3 heroes, so it gets a little bit repetitive right now. But supposedly there's gonna be like an open alpha or open beta. I'm not sure if it's an alpha or a beta in December, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure that I'll play it, but it does look really fun, honestly. I've actually really been enjoying watching it, so can't complain. I'm a fan, which is kind of cool, seeing as that game has been in development for like 6 to 8 years or something now. So it's kind of cool to see it actually come out and actually kind of deliver a cool experience. It looks like, so big A+ from me in that regard. Looks cool. One problem I do have is that my Discord isn't showing that I'm streaming. Is it showing that I'm streaming on Discord for you, Fuffkins? Or anybody in chat? Is it showing that I'm live? It's not showing it for me. I think I might need to wait a little bit, because I think there's a little bit of a delay on the stream because it's been dropping so many frames. So I'll have to wait for somebody to catch up. No. Thank you. What is up, by the way, Anna? Welcome. Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully you're doing good. It's good to see you. Why is it not showing that I'm streaming? Don't understand. I did just install this, so maybe that's why. Huh. I don't know why it would not be working. Weird. Hopefully you're doing well, anyway. It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I just now refreshed. I was way behind. I'm so sorry. You're all good. You're all good. Why is Discord not showing that I'm live on Twitch? If you have the issue, I found a fix. A fix I found: go live through OBS, then go to Discord streamer mode and toggle the top 2 settings on and off. Doesn't show you streaming to me either. Gotcha. Right, streamer mode. Weird. It's not working. Strange. Strange. Obviously, I did a fresh Windows install, so some stuff's gonna be a little bit broken, but it's okay. I don't know how to fix these. Strange. Just trying to like enable different settings on and off. Huh. Why would it not be working? It's probably some Discord setting that just went to default that I turned off at some point, and since I had to reinstall it, changed. Ah, yeah, this is probably it. Do you want to share your activity status by default when joining large servers? Because the servers... Wait, actually, yeah, let me check other servers that I have. No, it doesn't work on other servers either. Okay, activity status? Where would that be? I don't know. There's activity privacy, but... Share activity status by default when joining large servers. Nope, that didn't work. The fuck? I don't understand. Okie dokie. Nope, doesn't work. Weird. People are saying they might just have to like it might just be that this stream, like this one stream is broken. Does that make sense? It doesn't have anything to do with, it's not like a setting or anything, it's just that this stream is broken. Which I mean could be the case. It could also be that I started and stopped the stream like a couple times over. It could also be that I need to relink my account. Some other stuff. I mean, I would like it to show that I'm streaming. Kind of important if you think about it. How do I turn off this fucking username shit? It's so annoying. Everybody's username gets like shortened. Do I even need streamer mode? I guess I actually don't. Oh no, then I have noises play. Yeah, I want streamer mode on. What's up with the names being changed though? I don't like that. That's weird. Why does this not work? Oh god, I have the Discord in-game overlay activated. Turn that shit off. Gross. It's nice for when you're streaming and playing like a game with other people though, to be fair. What the fuck? Why is this not working? I mean, I can turn off. That'll quit and relaunch Discord. Well, actually, I could just quit and relaunch Discord right now. Actually, let's just do that real quick. That's honestly the smartest thing I could do right now. Just quit Discord and restart it. See if it processes that I'm streaming once I do a restart. Question mark? No, it did not. Okay, that's kind of probably means that shit's broken. I might have to unlink my account and relink it. I don't want to do that on stream because I'm gonna have to enter my password and all this kind of shit. But it's not that important. I can do it next time. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. I'll try and remember to do that. Here, let me fucking write it down on my to-do list. Make sure Discord shows I'm streaming. There you go. It's on the to-do list. I'll do that after the stream. What else is there to talk about? They're really praying for my man's downfall. I know. That's honestly just like the story of my life, dude. Never ending to-do list. Yep, pretty much. Pretty fucking much. That's fine. Now, I mean, I do check things off of it, but more things just get added. It just is what it is. I was thinking about, because I did not plan to, that's fucking bright. Because I did not plan to play any games until my drive got here, I did plan to maybe do a movie stream tomorrow. I'd still like to do the movie stream, I think, at some point, if there's a good opportunity, but no promises. I'm not going to promise that it will happen, but we might do a movie stream at some point. What I mean by a movie stream is, obviously I cannot watch a movie on stream. That's not allowed. Because it's copyrighted content. I can't show the movie on stream. I can't even play the audio on stream, right? Just can't do. What I can do, however, is essentially have a watch party without showing the footage on stream. So it's essentially what they used to do with their Amazon Prime Video watch parties, where you watch a movie on stream with chat, and the only people who can actually see the movie are people who, or hear the movie, are people who have Amazon Prime Video. And I'm essentially going to do that, but without the Twitch integration of it, which means that everybody will just have to have the movie on their own end and watch it, and will hit play at the same time, which is a little bit awkward, obviously. A little bit less convenient than the Amazon Watch Party stuff. But the plan is that I'm going to put a timer on screen. That was the plan. Put a timer on screen, and the timer will say what minute of the movie that I'm on. So if anybody joins halfway through the movie, you can skip to where we're at in the movie and watch along with. Slightly scuffed, but seems all right. No, yeah, it will work. The only problem with our ads, but I can plan around the ads. Plan accordingly that there won't be any ads. And I'm gonna pick a movie that I probably haven't seen, but most other people have seen and is easily acquired, and also a movie that isn't that good, if that makes sense. Like, it might be a fun watch, but it's not like a top movie or something, or a movie that everybody has seen but me, because there seems to be quite a few of those. Because it'd be funny to see my first reaction to it. Speaking of that, I can talk about Halloween. Actually, I watched Halloween recently. So that might be something we do soon. But I think I should probably install Steam and play and see if my problem is fixed after the Windows reinstall. What is up, by the way, Sam Bunny? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. Welcome to the stream. Well, you're doing good. How's the Brighter Shores been, actually? I saw that came out recently. I watched a little bit of gameplay of it. I read some reviews. How has that been? Have you played any? Have you enjoyed it? I did watch Halloween recently. That is one thing I did do. I can talk about that a little bit. Is there anything else I've done recently? I don't think so. I saw somebody play a game called Empire of Ants, which was kind of cool. Or Empire of the Ants. It's like a Total War RTS. But you're an ant and you make insects, like you control ant colonies and ant warriors and you fight them. But it's like an RTS where you control a character, like a commander on the battlefield, and you run around and you like point out where people go, like in third person, which is kind of interesting. It actually looked pretty good. Been loving it. It has a big RS feel, but enough different to have its own ID. Interesting. Okay, interesting. I'm glad that you've been enjoying it. I'm glad that you've been loving it. It does look very RuneScapey. I've heard people complaining about the losing your level when you switch between zones and stuff. Although apparently you don't lose your level, you lose like your zone level or something or chapter level or something like that. I don't know. I read some reviews and it was confusing, but people were very polarized on whether they loved it or hated it. I think the reviews for the game aren't particularly great. But if you've been loving it, that's what matters. If you've been loving it, that's what matters. It reminded me very much of a game called Cube World, where every time you switch a zone in Cube World, you fucking go back to level 0, and it's like, what the fuck's the point? But I think it's a little bit different in that. I think people are just complaining, and it's like a little bit convoluted and hard for people to grasp what's actually happening, supposedly, because like you have like an overall level like in RuneScape, but it's a weird mechanic, but Gower's logic behind it makes sense. That's fair. I might give it a try at some point. I'm not sure if it'll be on stream, but I would like to give it a try. I like RuneScape a lot. I've always wanted to get into RuneScape more, but I haven't been able to. If you're still around, by the way, Anima, how is the Warframe been? I'm curious. I don't know if you're busy or not, but I'm curious how the Warframe has been. I obviously haven't streamed in a while, so I haven't talked to anybody. I like to ask what games people are playing and see what people think. I like to spread my web and see what's going on in the gaming world. Talk to anybody I can, see what they. It's interesting because everybody plays different stuff. You know what I mean? Everybody plays different stuff, and it's cool to see what people are interested in at the time and what people are up to. So, I mean, there's that Warhammer 1999 or whatever the fuck, where there's like tanks and fucking motorbikes, and that just seems really strange. I need to play some Warframe, actually. That is on the list, so I do need to play that. There's so many things on the list. But if my problem is fixed, we're going to start cracking into some games, get the wheel back up and running. I really want to stream like every single day, and I don't know. I just got done with Veilguard last night, so now it's just grinding as far as the eye can see. Oh god. How was Veilguard? What'd you think overall? Last time I asked, you said that you thought the combat and gameplay was like a major improvement, but you weren't far enough to really have a verdict on the writing yet, and like the story. Each major zone has its own skills and levels for those zones, and by resetting between zones, you have to build up your equipment and levels again, which means you aren't skipping content by over-grinding the early game. That's fair. I feel like in RPGs, though, you kind of want to like be able to build up your character and feel like a consistent progression. But I get the idea behind it, that you are experiencing everything, essentially. But I feel like part of the glory of an MMO is that there's different paths to do things, if that makes sense. Like, you can... Like, there's always... Like, you can, you know, do all your leveling in this area, or you can do all your leveling in that area. Like, you can do whatever you feel like. Whereas that feels like a more linear experience. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like it strays away from, like, the MMO norm, if that makes sense. But some people might enjoy that more, to be honest, so... Because, like, in World of Warcraft, I mean, you can level fucking anywhere, supposedly. Right? Something like that? I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know if WoW is the best model to follow when it comes to leveling, though, because everybody seems to think that the leveling in WoW is, like, fucking sleeper, so... I guess it depends. And everybody has their own preferences for what they enjoy more when it comes to that kind of stuff. I really am annoyed that I don't have Steam installed, because I want to look at my Steam. Like, I don't know, looking at my Steam is like one of my pastimes. Just like scrolling through the store, stuff like that. Definitely breaks the norm. Implementation seems nice, though. I mean, that's honestly what kind of matters, though. Like, even if it does break the norms and only a niche amount of people like it, as long as it's done well. You know what I mean? As long as it's done well. Eeper. Sleeper. Veg. Honestly, I've been sleep. Oh my god. If I stream for long enough, you'll probably start hearing it. But Pilot has been so annoying lately. I don't know why, but all of a sudden, for the last like 4 or 5 nights, she will not stop crying. She will not stop crying. She cries all night at my door. And I can't let her in because she climbs onto my bed and she has a rash. And I don't want it on my pillow or my blanket or where I sleep, because that's not very cleanly. So alchemy skills in zone 1. Some of the potions require materials from zone 2, but zone 2 doesn't have alchemy, so you bring it back to zone 1 for crafting. Gotcha. Okay. So there is like some cross-zone gameplay. That's good. I feel like you like just forgetting about the zones beforehand seems like a little bit lame. Like, it's like, oh, I'm done with zone 1, never going back there. Is there any kind of end game right now? I don't know. It's in early access, right? Is there any kind of end game or anything, or is it only like half the game, or how exactly are they doing the early access? Pilot might start crying at the door at some point. We'll see. She might. It's been really annoying. She does not stop. She starts clawing at the door too. She like starts clawing at it, but she's perfectly fine. She doesn't eat anything. She has water. She has food. I don't know. The writing was kind of inconsistent in some places, though some of my gripes with it might have been answered by reading all the written content they put out over the last decade. Overall, I enjoyed the experience. Personally, I rated the second best of the Dragon Age games. Shit, okay. What would you say is the best one? I haven't played any Dragon Age, but people rate them pretty highly. I've wanted to get around to playing them at some point. Let me in. Yeah, she really does want in, but I don't know why. She just wants to hang out with me. I saw a thing, which was that apparently cats wake you up at night or in the morning because they worry about you. Because cats are very light sleepers usually. And, you know, so that way they can be wary of prey and predators. And so when they see you in a deep sleep, they're worried about you and they're making sure that you're still alive. Because, you know, they I don't know how true that is. It sounds like BS, but I like the idea. So also, I heard that they wake you up early in the morning because early in the morning is the best time to catch prey, and they don't want you to miss out on that important time of the day. Because that's the best time to catch prey. I don't know how true that is because Well, actually, I was gonna say my cats aren't catching no prey, but honestly, my cat has caught a bird before, so I guess to be fair, they are. If they needed to catch prey, they probably could. But I feed them, so they don't need to. It's still very early. One of the first major updates is going to introduce trading, but just like RS, there isn't really a true end game from what I can tell. Kind of just number goes up. That's fair. When daylight time shifted over, she started screaming because I was waking up late. Oh no. Yeah, cats are a pain sometimes, but they're great. They're lovable. They're lovable little pain in the asses. They're pretty great. I want to play some games. I might install. I just don't know if Steam is gonna if it's gonna leave any lingering files. That's the only problem. I don't think it will, right? If I uninstall Steam, it'll probably uninstall everything, right? I would assume so. I guess, can I look it up? Does Steam leave any lingering files when uninstalled? Is this gonna actually find anything? It does leave some files behind after it's uninstalled. You can delete the entire Steam folder. And I guess that works, right? Should clear it all out. Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. They just want you to eat the delicious mice they find, yeah. As of yesterday, I have a kitten. Oh my god. Do you have pictures? You can post in the pet pictures chat. You can be the first one to post a picture of a pet. I would love to see a picture of a kitten. That sounds wonderful. Origins, the first one. I think it was by far the best written of the games, and while the combat system they used was already 2 decades old, it got the job done without being a frustration to deal with. Interesting. The first one being the best. I mean, to be fair, I guess that's not that unheard of. If you don't want to post a picture either, by the way, don't feel pressured or anything. But if you do want to, there is a pet pictures channel, so you could. I would love to play a Dragon Age game at some point. I haven't gotten around to ever playing them, but I've heard lots of good things. People seem to rate them pretty highly. And hearing that the first one's the best one, honestly, I should at least give the first one a shot at some point. But I've just got so many games to play right now, so no promises or anything, but it's on the never-ending list of things I want to play, so one day I'll get around to it. I mean, how old is Dragon Age? It's a pretty old series, isn't it? Dragon Age Origins. 2009, yeah. So 15 years. Holy. 15 years. And what, the combat was 2 decades old when it released? Man, it's got some really good ratings, though. 9 out of 10 on Steam. 4.5 out of 5 on GOG. 86% Metacritic. 95% on Google users. Not sure how valid all of these reviews are, but Dragon Age Origins Steam. Honestly, Steam reviews are kind of solid. Vin Diesel. Aww. Oh, that's so cute. Only 4 weeks old. Oh, these little toe beans. That's adorable. Vin Diesel. Vin is a good name, actually. Oh, he's sleeping on the bookshelves. Oh, that's cute. Thank you for sharing. Really cute, man. I haven't had a kitten in a long time. Kittens are really cute. They're real fun too. They get up to a lot of shenanigans. Google users the true yardstick. Yeah. Let's see. Honestly, I think Steam reviews are really solid, to be honest. Like, I think Steam reviews, like, generally tell how good a game is if it's older. A lot of time there'll be, like, knee-jerk Steam reviews and stuff, but as a game gets older and older, or if there isn't, like, any kind of drama around it or any kind of, like, knee-jerk reactions, I feel like Steam reviews usually tell a pretty good story of how good a game is. I mean, 87% overall, I mean, seems pretty positive. Vin because of book character, Diesel because housemate found him on a job site and he works oil pipeline stuff. Combined it for the lols. That's fair. Oh, that's cute that you took him in. It's always good. There's a lot of cats out there without homes. He blends in with the bookshop. He does. He does. True stealth. He's stealthy. That's really cute. Last time I had a kitten was... there was a kitten in my house 3 years ago? Because a family member got a new cat. But my cats were kittens like 9 years ago. It's a long time. It's a long time. Now they're adults, but they're still just little babies at heart. So Steam reviews do pretty well when people don't have an axe to grind separate from the quality of the game, at least. Yeah, when people do those like knee-jerk reactions about other shit, it really throws off the reviews. I think also when games are newer, it just doesn't really tell a good story. I feel like when a game gets older, though, it's pretty accurate. Like, I feel like Steam reviews do a pretty, like, generally good job of just telling how a game is. I think when it's new, it's, like, really hard to tell. Like, because Brighter Shores has, like, mixed reviews, but I feel like that's just, like, one, it's only, like, 4,000 reviews, and it's, you know, like, literally came out a couple days ago, so, and it's early access, so I don't think that really tells much, you know what I mean? I mean, it tells you that people have gripes. You know what I mean? It tells you that people have gripes. Are those gripes well-founded? Are those gripes easily fixable? You really have to, like, read through the reviews to find out, and everybody's going to be probably complaining about other stuff. You know what I mean? But, I mean, you look at something that's, like, pretty old at this point. Cyberpunk 2077, is it been long enough? I mean, it says 84% positive. I haven't played it since they've updated it, to be fair, so I don't know if it's any good nowadays, but... I mean, Cyberpunk does have some, like, redeeming qualities for sure. I did still enjoy it. Like, is it as good as it was hyped up to be? Definitely not. At least not on release. But nowadays, I mean, it might be a lot better. I'm not sure. But, I mean, there was some really cool things. There was some really cool things in, Cyberpunk. Like, I thought the story was actually pretty fucking good. I really did enjoy the stories. Apparently, it's a very common thing in the Chinese market to blast reviews on a game for any issue. And a lot of people are coming in expecting RuneScape, which it isn't. No, that's the fair on the second thing. People are coming in expecting RuneScape and probably solely disappointed. I mean, I've told this story before where I played the game Jagged Alliance back in action. Just randomly, it was in my library one day. Just don't even know where I got it. Some kind of bundle or something probably. And I played it just for no reason. Just randomly booted it up. Had no idea what it was. Played it, and I played it like all the way through. And I like thoroughly, very, very enjoyed it. And then after I was all done with the game and everything, I went and I checked out the store page. Because, you know, might as well, right? Now that I'm finished with it. And the reviews were like mostly negative. Like all the reviews were like super negative. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I really enjoyed this. Why does everybody hate it? I don't understand. Like, what was I missing? And it turns out that it was a remake of like a beloved turn-based video game series. Like, it was a remake of the first game in like a turn-based series. And it didn't do turn-based combat anymore. It did real time, and everybody hated it because of that. And so it got really negative reviews. But as someone who had no attachment to the original series and no attachment to the original, and I didn't care that it wasn't turn-based because I didn't expect it to be, I had a really great time. But everybody else was just really, really annoyed. I kind of understand it though, and I kind of think it's fair because for a series to make like a remake like that and change it up so drastically, like, because turn-based in real time with pause is very different. You know what I mean? Like that's a very different gameplay. Like you can queue orders together, but it's still not turn-based. You know what I mean? Like that's not turn-based at the end of the day. So I kind of understand people being angry about that, especially since the older games are so old to the point where they're like hard to play nowadays, supposedly. So I do think it's kind of fair to be upset. But now that the game is older and other people have played it, it's actually mostly positive now. It's still only 71%, but it's actually mostly positive now because other people like me have probably come in and played the game with no expectations and been like, hey, this game's actually pretty fucking fun. I actually really like that game. That game's like, I like very, very much enjoyed playing that game. It's like, I love the style of game that it is, and I love the atmosphere and stuff. It's pretty cool. I actually really liked it. That was a game that I just randomly played in my library, no expectations, whatever. Just booted it up one day and ended up being like one of my more memorable gaming experiences for sure. So I don't know, man. It's always cool when you just like boot up a random game and you just find something. You're like, wow, this is really cool. I'm really a big fan of this with no expectations. You know what I mean? Like you had no hype, no expectation to be good. You know what I mean? Age of Mythology Remake apparently has some sort of roguelike-ish mode nowadays. Oh, dude, everything's adding a fucking roguelike mode nowadays. People are seeing how fucking successful it is. I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, roguelike modes in games, like, they're not too hard to make, and if done well, they can be like a cool, replayable game mode. So, I don't hate it, but it's just funny how everybody's trying to fit an extra roguelike game into everything because they see how popular they are. I mean, they are really fun. Like, roguelikes are really fun, so I can understand it. I think my favorite roguelike is still Binding of Isaac. I think that one's just like peak roguelike for me. I really like the no progression outside of the game except for like unlocking new stuff rather than just like getting stats. I really hate like stat progression. I don't know. I've never really enjoyed like stat progression roguelikes. Are they roguelite? If they have stat progression? Is that a thing? Are they roguelite? Is that the differentiate? I feel like I've been told that is the differentiate. Like if they have stat progression, it's a roguelite. If they have no stat progression, it's a roguelike. But I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, it's like, gotcha. Some people really like that Age of Mythology. Apparently it's like a cult classic RTS game. I've never been big into RTSs. Although I do like Total Warhammer. Total Warhammer I like a lot, but that's like kind of a different style of RTS. But there's no like term to differentiate the two. Sadly. They're both just RTS at the end of the day. I should play some of the other Total War games, to be honest. But I always worry that they're just not going to be that interesting because there's not enough variety of units and stuff. Because, I mean, like, when you're doing stuff that's, like, history-based, it's like one side has spearmen, the other side has spearmen. One side has archers, the other side has archers. I mean, I know they kind of have that in Warhammer 2, but, like, I feel like, I don't know. Age of Mythology, very much a classic. Age of Mythology was a blast back in the day. To be fair, that's probably maybe part of why it was a blast, is because the stuff probably had very differing units, right? Because it was like mythology-based stuff. So there's probably, a big variety in like terms of the units and stuff that you're using. It's kind of cool. I do like mythologies, honestly. Like the whole like Zeus, Thor, Loki, Freya. Like all the kind of gods and mythology stuff. It's always kind of cool to me. I honestly should play Smite. There is Smite 2 that's supposed to come out. I've always wanted to check out Smite, but I've never gotten around to it. There is Smite 2. It's an alpha. Ooh, it's got mixed reviews. Yeah, but again, that's like kind of hard to judge because it's kind of new and people are probably have something that they're griping about. And also, it'll probably take a while for it to like kind of get up to the same level that Smite 1 is at. You know what I mean? But honestly, I'd probably really love Smite, to be honest. I really like the idea of Smite, like playing different gods and stuff, and having all the different gods and they're all characters and they have their own abilities and stuff. It's kind of cool. Different mythologies and stuff. Is there a phoenix? Oh, there's a god of cats, isn't there? There's a Norse and Egyptian. That's pretty cool. What's the god of cats? Is it Freya? She has like a chariot, right? That's pulled by cats? I think this is true. Freya chariot with cats? Yeah. Freya's chariot was pulled not by horses, but by 2 male cats. Beigel and Traegel are the mythical cats that accompany the goddess Freya. Kind of cool. She's got a chariot with little cats. Look at this image. I'll put this in the screen chat. I have actively joked about how with my 8 cats I could do like a Alaskan like dog sledding team, but with my 8 cats. So she looks like a Giga Chad. She kind of is. Bastet is in Smite as well. Little goddess of cats. Yeah, it's true. It's the Egyptian one, right? It's the Egyptian one. It's pretty cool. Bastet is the Egyptian goddess of cats, who was originally depicted as a lioness, but later became associated with cats. Bastet was originally a warrior goddess of the sun, but her ferocious nature was tempered after the domestication of cats around 1500 BCE. Bastet? I think it's Bastet. Or it's probably Bastet. Was a protector of the family, home, and pharaoh. Was associated with fertility, childbirth, pleasure, and sexuality. Interesting. She was also the goddess of protection against contagious diseases and evil spirits. Often depicted as a woman with the head of a cat holding a sistrum in her right hand and an aegis in her left. The aegis is a breastplate that often has the head of a lioness on it. She's the daughter of Ra, the sun god, and was married to Ptah, the god of architecture and craftspeople. She had a son named Mahes, who protected the innocent. I am butchering these names, I'm almost certain, but Bastet was primarily worshipped as something in Lower Egypt, where people traveled to bury their cats and honor the goddess. The Romans carried her cult to Italy, where traces of it have been found. I should play some Smite at some point. It's so hard to find time to play everything, man. There's just too many games out there. There's too many good games worth playing. So many free-to-play games that are great, too. I mean, like, how can you find time to play them all? I mean, you got stuff like Warframe, Path of Exile, League of Legends, Dota, Smite. I mean, 3 of those were MOBAs, but you get my point. What else is free? What are some other good free games on Steam? It amazes me how many good free games are legitimately out there. I mean, Counter-Strike's not really free. Apex is a great game. I mean, World of Tanks is pretty solid. I know people are haters, but World of Tanks is pretty solid. PUBG, honestly, not bad. The Sims 4 is apparently free, but I don't really know how free it really is. You know what I mean? The finals is free? Shit. I did not know that. I thought that was definitely paid for. Lost Ark? Naraka Blade Point. I actually kind of do want to play Naraka Blade Point at some point. Just got to pick a hill to die on and accept everything else passing you by. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of just life in general. I mean, I talked about that last stream or something like that, where I talked about how, like, no matter what in life, there's going to be something that you really enjoy that you'll never find. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what, there's something out there, some kind of food, some kind of activity, some kind of game, some kind of movie that you'll really love, but you'll never find it because you can't possibly find everything. So as long as you're happy with what you're doing, that's what matters. You can't look at the grass is greener on the other side kind of thing. Like, you have to, as long as you're happy and you're like genuinely content with what you're doing, that's what matters. Limbus Company is free. What is Limbus Company again? That's not the game I think it is. As the executive manager of Limbus Company leads your group of 12 sinners ventured into the buried facilities of Lobotomy Corporation and lay claim on the Golden Bows? It's a lore-rich, story-rich, turn-based tactics RPG. 85% positive. Very good reviews. I've seen this game occasionally, but I always confuse it with a different game. There's so many good games. Look at how many good games there are. Dark and Darker, that's a free game. Marvel Snap, that's a fucking solid game. Halo Infinite, that's pretty solid. Star Wars The Old Republic, Path of Exile, Brawlhalla, World of Warships, World of Tanks, Overwatch, Magic the Gathering Arena. Fuck, I kind of want to play some Magic the Gathering, actually. I like arena runs in card games a lot. War Thunder. Oh shit. You gotta choose a class. Cryo Knight sounds kind of fucking badass, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like you should be the one who chooses, though. PoE 2 is supposed to be coming out soon. Yeah, that is true. People are really excited for that. I'm not sure how excited I really am for it, to be honest. I'm kind of on the fence. I'm like kind of excited, but I'm also just not sure how it's going to play out with it having like 2 different games. And they're going for like a slower pace, but are people going to like the slower pace? And is it going to be kind of like Diablo? Because I don't know. Diablo was all right, but it did not hit for me, to be honest. Back into your PoE phase. Yeah. So you say Cryo Knight? I mean, Cryo Knight sounds the coolest to me, but you should pick whatever you're interested in. You're the one playing it. You're the one playing it. I don't know. Like, I'm personally not excited to play PoE 2. I don't know. It just doesn't particularly excite me. I played Diablo, and it was fun, but it just did not hook me like PoE originally did. But everybody else is excited for PoE 2, so I feel like I should be excited. But, like, it just doesn't really spark that much joy. Like, I don't doubt that they're going to do a good job, but I don't know that I'm interested in what they're trying to make. That's the point. Like, I don't doubt that it's going to be a great job. Like, I think GGG does a great job. But there's 3 character slots. Gotcha. Okay. Hammer Mage also sounds pretty cool. I feel like Guardian got kind of let down with the naming scheme there. I'm going to Cryo Knight now. I would like to give Brighter Shores a try too. There's just so many games. I need to play more games. I'm never going to be able to play everything if I don't start playing more things. it's kind of crazy now though, because like if you think back, before stuff like Steam and stuff like these like gaming platforms, if a game if a game released and it went like a couple years, like, to be fair, gaming wasn't in that environment for very long. You know what I mean? Like, I think it was only in that environment for like maybe 10 to 20 years where everything was just on discs and stuff. You know what I mean? There was no online downloading. But if you were in that time frame, if a game released and it wasn't like a super popular game, then it was just gone. You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't just play anything you wanted. Like, you had to have a copy of it. And when they stopped selling copies, they stopped selling copies. And like the world, like the gaming world would have been a lot smaller. So they wouldn't have made as many. Like nowadays, you know, you find like bargain bins of fucking everything, you know what I mean? So, but they would have made a lot less copies back then of everything because it was just a smaller world. But now, I mean, like games rarely disappear. You know what I mean? Like games like rarely disappear unless it's a multiplayer game. Shit pretty much sticks around. And honestly, fucking everything's getting remakes these days. Like, I really want a fucking PC version of Rogue Galaxy. I don't know why, but I really am attached to that game. I have good nostalgic memories playing it when I was younger. And I really wish that there was a PC version of it. You can still play it on PS4, I think, or maybe PS5. It was a PS2 game, but they let you buy it on PS4 and play it like virtually. You might be able to play it on PS5 too. I'm not sure though. Not sure. There's a druid kind of thing. I'm not a big fan of druids in any kind of game. I really liked Rogue Galaxy though. It's made by Level 5, which I mean, Level 5 is not a small company. But I don't think that the game was that popular. Although it actually got pretty high rankings, honestly. 8.1, 8.7. So, I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. But, I don't think it was like, yeah. Well, and this guy says it did not meet sale expectations. But I really enjoyed it, so. I would love to watch you play it. I would love to play it. I would fucking play it for sure. I mean, level 5 is like a generally decent sized company. I don't know if they make anything as much these days though. They make Professor Layton as well. I have good memories playing Professor Layton. They made Ni no Kuni, which is at least the first one was a pretty solid game from what I remember. I watched somebody play through it back in the day. It's obviously a long time ago nowadays, but I mean, did they make anything in 2020? I mean, they haven't really made anything in a while. They mostly, because they are a Japanese company, as far as I'm aware, they mostly make things on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation only, because that's just how it is over there. We need more games on PC, more broadly available, so that everybody can play everything. There's too many gems that are like locked to certain consoles and stuff, and it's just sad. It's just sad. It was cool to see. I mean, from what I've heard, that people were talking about how cool it was that Black Myth Wukong did so well, because there isn't that many Chinese made games on like the world market, if that makes sense. So people thought it was pretty cool, like in the gaming sphere, that it did so well and it was like so well made, because it might incentivize more Chinese games to, you know, send them more out worldwide, which would be cool to see. Because it's just like it's such an easy thing, I feel like, to just ship your game worldwide, and you just have more potential for people to see it. You know what I mean? Like, because I mean, like, tons of people, like, I think even if a game is made in China or in Japan, it can still be very much enjoyed by people all across the world. So it's a shame that sometimes they only really sell them to people in those places. So, I mean, like, I mean, the only thing you really need is a translation. I mean, honestly, I'd play a game with just subtitles. I just need subtitles. As long as I can, like, understand what's happening. Like, subtitles and UI, I guess that's actually... The UI is more harder to do than probably voiceovers, to be honest. Like, voiceovers, you kind of just hire somebody, but then with UI, you need to hire somebody and get, like, a UI designer to do it, right? So, it actually is a lot more difficult. I never really thought about that before. That's true. I really enjoyed Professor Layton though when I was a kid. I played Professor Layton. I had one game. I don't know which game it was. I've tried to look it up, but I don't actually know which Professor Layton game it was. I don't know which one it was. I've tried to look it up and look at gameplay, but I don't know which one it was that I played. Because there's Professor Layton in the Curious Village, Professor Layton in the Diabolical Box, Professor Layton in Pandora's Box, Professor Layton in the Lost Future, Professor Layton in the Unwound Future, Professor Layton in the Spectre's Call, Professor Layton in the Last Spectre, the Miracle Mask, the Azran Legacy. See, I don't know which one it was. It might have been the Pandora's Box or the Diabolical Box. No, I don't think it was the Diabolical Box. I don't know. It was one of these games I played. Oh, wait, those are the same game. They're just renamed for European and North American titles. They used to do that back in the day. Like 20 years ago now. Well, actually, more like 15. Concerns are present with localization, which goes a lot deeper than just language. That's true. That's fair. That's fair. I know Counter-Strike, some of the skins, instead of skulls, because I think it's in China, they can't have skulls. They do gas masks. Like, the skins are like completely different skins, and they have gas masks all over them instead of skulls. Which is, honestly, some of them look cooler. Like, some of them legitimately look cooler. So, but that is a thing. That is true. That can be a bit of an issue. But I mean, I feel like America doesn't have any like kind of restrictions like that. But to be fair, maybe it's because I'm American, I don't know what they are. So. I know everybody's still waiting for fucking... What is it? Bloodborne? Is it Bloodborne? Is it Bloodborne? Bloodborne? Yeah, Bloodborne. Didn't it get a remake? Am I dumb? No, it's not Bloodborne. It's Demon Souls. Demon Souls. That's what people are... Demon Souls is what people want. But wait, it got a PS5. Wait, so everybody's happy, right? Or is there something else people are waiting for? Do they want a PC version? Is that what it is? I can't remember. Sorry for a remake or a port. Yeah, I mean, but there's the PS5 remake. My hair's tickling me. I have to fix my fucking Discord. I don't know why it doesn't show that I'm streaming. I'll fix it after the stream. It just kind of annoys me. Demon Souls is referred to as a spiritual successor to From Software's Kingsfield series. I've never heard that name. That sounds like it's an old people thing. Kingsfield. Oh man, this does look real old. 1994. Came out for the original PlayStation. Holy. That's crazy. I did play some games on the PlayStation 1 when I was a kid. Even at that point, it was retro, though. Demon Souls got a remake. Bloodborne only has the original release. Gotcha. People want Bloodborne on PC. Gotcha. Okay. Way too different of gameplay. Well, apparently that's what it says. I'm just reading off Google. I've never heard of Kingsfield before. I did play some PS1 games when I was a kid, but even then it was considered retro. PlayStation 1 release date. 1994. Yeah, I mean, it was 6 years old when I was born. No, 7 years old when I was born. So that shit was already out of date. The PlayStation 2 came out the year before I was born. So yeah, PlayStation 1 was fucking retro. Because by the time I was playing it, I would have been like 6 years old. So it would have been 2007. So it was, is that right? 13 years old? Yeah, it would have been 13 years old already. I really wish I could have kept it, but it was at like a family member's house, and they got rid of it when they moved, which made me really sad because it would be super cool to have one. It's from Soft. People like calling everything they do, it's different, a spiritual successor to something they've already done. That is true, actually. People talk about that a lot. I've noticed that. When did the Wii come out? I played the Wii a lot. Yeah, 2006. That would have been like right around when I was getting into gaming, so it would have been like relatively new. That makes sense why I played the Wii so much. What about the PlayStation 3? 2006, yeah, about the same time when I was getting into gaming. That makes complete sense. PlayStation 4 was 2013. I remember that. I think I got it that Christmas. Was I really 12? That seems crazy. When did Battlefield 4 come out? Yeah, 2013. Shit. That's crazy. See, I was 12 when I played Battlefield 4. That's nuts. That's wild. Man, Battlefield 4 is 11 years old. That game still fucking slaps, too. That's a fucking great-ass game. I think I still have my old PS1. Fucking lucky. Oh, lucky son of a bitch. I wish I had it. I like collecting old shit. I have like 3 Game Boys. I have 2 DSs. I have a PSP. I have a 3DS. Do I have anything else? I don't think so. That's all I have. But I've never really had money to like collect shit. That's just stuff that I've had from like being a kid. Like just stuff that was given to me is for me to game. But we had some fun stuff. It did. I played so many of the the Sims games. There was like spin-off Sims games, and I played so many of them when I was a kid. My Sims Kingdom. Maybe I didn't play that many. I played The Sims 2 Castaway. I remember that on my my PSP. I remember My Sims Kingdom. I'm pretty sure I played that a lot. I remember I sent my dad a letter, because you know how it is when you're a kid. They tell you to write letters to your relatives so you can practice your handwriting and shit. I remember I sent my dad a letter telling him about My Sims Kingdom because I was playing it a whole bunch. that is an old memory, long time ago. It was a fun game, actually. It's a fun game. Kind of crazy how different some people's perspectives on. For you, the Wii was an introduction to gaming. For me, it marked the moment Nintendo gave up trying to compete with Sony and Microsoft for the gaming market. No, yeah. It is pretty crazy how different it is. Like, for me, the Wii was, like, a really easy introduction to gaming. And it was, like, fun to play games with my family and friends and stuff. Like, it was just super easy, and there's a lot of fun games that I played, and they were very, like, family friendly and stuff. So it was just like, when I was a kid, it was a super good introduction to gaming and stuff. And then I played a PlayStation 3 for some other games. I can't really remember what I played. I have a whole bunch of games in that dresser right there. Did your handwriting improve from it? Listen, it might have, but I fucking gave up on handwriting as soon as I could. As soon as I was not forced by my mom to, like, improve my handwriting, I threw that shit straight out the window. I can't even write, like, anything now. I can barely write my name. Like, it's really bad. It's, like, really bad. I can't write anything. Like, my handwriting is so shaky, and my hand starts to hurt if I try and write anything. Like, to be fair, though, I have, like, kind of arthritis in my hands, so that's probably why. But probably partly why. But I can't write for shit. Honestly, it, like, scares me whenever I have to sign anything. I'm, like, actually terrified. Got a lot worse after I did factory work for a while. Why? Did you hurt your hands or something? Or are you just saying that you weren't writing for a long time? It's kind of crazy, my old gaming memories. I wish that I could play, like, every game I've played on PC. I prefer PC gaming a lot. I don't know. There's something about a PC that just feels, like, comforting to me. I like being on a PC. I like having a PC, that kind of thing. So I just wish everything was available on a PC. I mean, I know that you can just, like, set up a console and then plug it into your PC, but kind of a pain in the ass. I just had to sign so many boxes on a daily basis that I just gave up and did a scribble. Okay, that's fair. I mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. No, yeah, it's crazy. I feel like writing is honestly something you lose, like, way more than people talk about. Like, if you don't use your writing skills, you, like, lose it quite quickly, I feel like. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I never got good at it, though. That actually might be why. I don't know. Like, I never got good at writing, so it was very easy for me to just, like, lose those skills really quickly. It's kind of, like, the thumb to pinky thing is actually kind of crazy, by the way. Like, that is wild to me that you can, like, tell so easily that I've used my computer so much. Like, that's just, like, a wild thing that just, like, works. Like, that, like, my finger is actually, like, been damaged beyond repair. That's just wild. It doesn't really bother me. What? So if you try and, with your mouse hand, if you try and touch your thumb to your pinky, they won't smoothly touch each other if you've used a computer a lot, because your pinky, like, the what you call in your pinky is, like, damaged or something, like the tendon or something. I don't know exactly how it works, but then if you do your other hand, you can see how different it is. Like, this one, super smooth, super easy to touch it. They, like, sit flush with each other. This one, it's, like, really uncomfortable and really hard to touch. Anima said that his just doesn't even touch anymore, which is kind of terrifying. Everyone in chat is now a crab. I know everybody's crab. It's, like, it's kind of crazy. How is yours, Fluffkins, actually? How is yours? Because I know you definitely don't use a PC nowhere near as much as I have. So I'm curious. I don't have that issue. Interesting. Mine touch the same, yeah. Mine's fucked. Like I can very easily feel it. Like it's uncomfortable. It's like strained, and it's just like doesn't touch flush at all. Like you can see the bend. If I struggle real hard, it gets there. But it's sad to watch. Oh no. That's fair. That's fair. Like this is the best I can do. Like look at that bend. Like this is the best I can do. Like I cannot. But then look at my other finger. Like no bend at all. Like look at the difference. Like that's crazy. Like and it's uncomfortable. Like this is uncomfortable to hold it like this. This one, not at all. Like it just looks like I'm just like messing with my hand. This one, it's like I have to like physically make it happen. I don't know. It's uncomfortable. It's weird. A little tension. No, yeah, there's like a lot of tension on mine. I'm a fucking PC dwelling nerd apparently. It's like my pinky feels uncomfortable now. But I do have like my hands are like real fucked, to be honest. I'm gonna get arthritis and not be able to fucking move them in like 10 years. Early onset arthritis. I have like tons of joint pain. It's really bad. Like in my hands. Not anywhere else, but in my hands. Oh, my back starts to hurt sometimes, though. I sound like I'm fucking old. Sometimes my back hurts. Like if I bend over for like 5 minutes and then I try and like stand up straight, my back hurts. It's like, what the fuck? I'm only like 23 years old. Why does my back hurt? It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. We're in a club. I'm only 30. I know. Still got a long ways to go. Only gets worse, sadly. To be fair, I take like such bad care of myself, though. I'm gonna have. It's gonna start getting rough for me pretty quick. I feel like, 'cause that's how that health shit goes. It's long-lasting, permanent damage. But god damn it, I love me some sugary drinks. I don't know. I fucking hate water. Okay, I won't drink it. Oh, that's smoking you do, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. All those cigarettes, all those blunts. My bad. I mean, I believe it, to be fair. I'm not discounting that. Like, I think if you do smoke a lot of cigarettes and stuff, that stuff is pretty bad for your health. But I'm unhealthy in like a weirdly healthy way. Sugary drinks, you mean straight caramel. This is true. I did actually have a Danish today. I had a piece of Danish and I poured caramel all over it. And then ate the Danish. So I poured sugar on top of my sugary treat. And then I washed it down with a cup of Kool-Aid with lots of sugar. Yep. So not the healthiest person in the world, but I'm still alive, so that's what counts. That's what counts. I did have some hamburgers today, though. That was so my eating today. I'll tell you everything I ate today. Actually, let's see. Let's break it down here. I had a sandwich, peanut butter jelly sandwich with some bread, peanut butter, and some jelly, right? But it was like super sugary, like kind of fake jelly. It wasn't like real jelly. And then I had a half a cup of Kool-Aid. Then I had a shot of caramel straight from the fridge. I had half of a pumpkin spice chocolate, which was disgusting, by the way. It was way too pumpkin spicy. And then I had 2 hamburgers. 2 small hamburgers, like kind of like medium sliders. They weren't sliders, but they were like slightly bigger than a slider. Some pickles, a couple pickles, a Danish with caramel sauce all over it, and then 3 or 4 cups of Kool-Aid. And that's all I've eaten today, and probably all I will eat today and drink. So, not too bad. Could be worse. I've had worse days. I forgot to have eggnog in the fridge. I wonder if it's still any good. Eggnog is so tasty. I can't drink more than 1 cup of eggnog, though. It upsets my stomach after. It's, like, really bad. Like, I have lactose intolerance, but, like, it is, like, varying depending on what I eat so much. Like, I can, I can drink, like, 2-3 cups of 1% chocolate milk. Perfectly fine. 1 cup of 2% milk, I feel kind of ill. And just not great. 1 cup of eggnog, I feel kind of ill. But your meals and drinks today are so American. I am an American. You realize this, right? I mean, like, it's not like I'm not American. Dude, lots of American shit. Oh, you know what, though? I did want to run it by chat. I did see that the Idiocracy movie is available on YouTube. That could be a good movie, right? For movie night? It's free with no ads. I don't know if that movie is questionable, actually, though. Is it questionable? Is there questionable scenes in it? Oh, there probably is, because it's, like, satirical, right? Okay, maybe that's not good to watch on stream. Well, actually, wait. It's fine. It's fine, actually, because I'm not going to show the movie or the audio on stream. So we can actually watch whatever the fuck we want. It doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter. But I've heard that Idiocracy is a very fun watch, and I've never seen it, so. Do you really want to watch a documentary? Not wrong. That does sound pretty boring and depressing. I don't know. I don't know what else we could watch, but to be fair, tomorrow I think I'm gonna play DVD because I want to see if the problem's fixed. Oh, I'm gonna be so happy if it's fixed tomorrow, man. I'm gonna be so happy. If it's fixed tomorrow, I'm gonna be so happy. You don't understand. I'm gonna be so happy. So happy. Someone had it on recently and I had to physically leave the room. What, Idiocracy? Are you joking? That seems weirdly coincidental. Yes. That's strange. Not joking. Okay. No, I believe you. I believe you. Sorry, I shouldn't move back and forth between the mic. Did you physically leave the room? I mean, honestly, it sounds like a pretty funny watch, but probably slightly depressing. I mean, those shoes are fucking stupid. I don't care what anybody says. I fucking hate Crocs, okay? I hate them. I hate them. I think they look really dumb. Given recent events, it's become a rather topical movie to watch, rewatch. That's fair. That's fair. Not wrong. I really hate Crocs. I don't know why people like Crocs. I don't know why people think they look good. I don't know why people wear them. They're terrible. I mean, they are very breathable, to be fair. So if you would like live in a hot, humid place, they're very breathable. You know, they don't get ruined by water very much. I guess that's pretty fair. But I mean, I don't know. I fucking hate the way they look, dude. They look really silly. I mean, I guess they're just like sandals. You know what I mean? Sandals with like a little bit more protection for your foot. That's what thongs are for. Yeah, I love to wear my thongs out in public. Hell yeah. I saw a thing which was it was a thing on Twitter which was like a thing. It was in Australia. They said, "Don't come to Australia unless you're prepared for this." And it was a snake inside a grocery store. It was like hanging off one of the aisles, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why do you have a snake inside your grocery store?" He was just hanging out. He was just having a great time. I was like, fucking hell. He was a big fucking snake, too. Like, he was a big one. Wasn't no small snake. Wasn't no, like, garden snake. It was, like, a big fucking snake. Like, keep your dogs and cats safe kind of snake. But, I mean, obviously, I would assume that doesn't happen that often in Australia, but... is my internet fucking up or buffering? It might be buffering. It might be buffering. He was just vibing. Getting buffering too, yeah. I'll just type it. I'll just type it just in case. I think you guys can probably hear me now, but I like the other servers I was connected to are worse as well, so that makes me think that it isn't me, it's just Twitch. But because I connected to a couple different ones at the start of the stream, and it was different. Like the amount of frames I was dropping for was different for each one. So I don't know. I mean, I was having Twitch connection issues before as well, but I'm pretty sure it's just Twitch, to be honest. I don't think it's my internet because I haven't been having any issues, so I don't know. Here's just vibing. How often do you see, like, what kind of creatures do you see outside, Anima? If you don't mind sharing. Like, if you go outside your house, what kind of creatures do you regularly see? Because, like, I mean, I think it'll vary very greatly compared to what I see. Like, what I see is, like, I see some bunnies. I see lots of lizards. Lots of bugs, some bees, that kind of stuff. Lots of ants. Squirrels. Lots of variety of birds. Mostly small birds, though. Just like small birds. Sometimes I see some hawks. Like flying around. Possums? I see possums. Some snakes, too. But like small snakes. The wallabies run the streets here at night. Wallabies? What the fuck? They run the streets. I'm fucking scared. They're gonna be like shaking me down for money? They're real cute though. Wallabies aren't gonna get ya. They're so cute. Are wallabies vicious? They look adorable. How big is a wallaby? It looks pretty small. Are wallabies dangerous? Even without feeding, kangaroos and wallabies readily accept our presence if we show no aggression towards them. But if we get too close, they may see us as a threat. Kangaroos and wallabies that are used to being fed can approach people expecting food. When there is no food, they may become aggressive. Okay. Gotcha. Wallaby gangs run the streets, I know. Mini kangaroos, yeah, apparently. Kangaroos can be assholes from what I've heard, though. I don't think you should mess with kangaroos. Basically. I mean, that's what they look like. I'm surprised that there actually are just mini kangaroos, because that's what they look like. You'd expect that to just not be the case. Because usually when things are like that, it's like, oh, these look like kangaroos, but they're nothing like kangaroos. They actually fly. Like, they are really cute, though. I don't really like kangaroos very much, but I like wallabies. They're kind of cute. They're like little rodents. But they're kind of cute. Like, look at these little guys. What the fuck is that? I wanted to copy the image. There you go. Look at that little dude. Pretty cute. I'd be friends with a wallaby. Yo, this one looks like they're about to fuck some shit up, though. This looks like the wallaby gang. Look at that one. That one looks intimidating. That one's got the fucking mean look on him. He's looking like he's gonna rough somebody up. I think it's probably a mom. Sounds like they're trying to shake people down. Yeah, I know. The second piggy looks jacked. I know. Sometimes, like, kangaroos, dude. Sometimes it looks like kangaroos be hitting the gym. Like, sometimes they look wild. Like, kangaroos look like they did not skip the gym. They be muscled up. It's crazy. Like, I'm more scared to fight a kangaroo than a human sometimes. Ripped kangaroo. Oh, this is a great one. I do love that. I like how the kangaroo just fucking stands there like, what the fuck? He just punched me. Like, he just fucking punched me. I mean, he had to protect his dog. He gets stun locked. He does. Just like, what the fuck? This man just squared up and punched me. I love how the kangaroo looked ready to fight too. Like, he let go of that dog and then he started doing like the boxer hops. You know what I mean? He was like, fuck it, bring it on, bitch. Let's throw down. I kind of love how wild they are. They're used to kicking, so genuinely confused. The human's first thing to do is just to square the fuck out. I know. He's just like, fuck it, we're gonna fight. Bring it on, bitch. I mean, with the way the kangaroo is standing, though, I mean, like, that's the reaction I would have too. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like you're about to throw down. Like, you're about to throw hands. He might have been genuinely confused. Yeah, he was like watching the legs and then he got hit in the face. I mean, actually, how strong are a kangaroo's legs? I assume they're really strong. Leap up to 30 feet in a single bound and reach heights of 10 feet. They can travel over 30 miles per hour with a top speed of 40 miles per hour. A red kangaroo's kick can deliver 759 pounds of force. That's crazy. £759 of force. How strong are a human's legs? So much stronger than ours, 100%. But I just want to see a comparison. It doesn't say. How many pounds of force can a human leg put out, I guess? Well, it says it can exert a force of roughly 800 to 1,000 pounds. So shit, maybe we're as strong as a kangaroo, actually. I would assume that the kangaroos would be much better. They can do their jumping, though. They can do their jumping. I don't know how accurate that was. Actually, it says that our legs are stronger than the kangaroos. I don't know. They lean back on their tails and double kick your shit. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. That's crazy. When they do that move. Their claws are usually... No, that's true. That's true, yeah. Like, a human can't really do, like, a kick like a kangaroo can. Like, they can do a lot bigger kicks. Because, like, I mean, a human, at most, we're going to be, like, just, like, kicking somebody in, like, the shins. You know what I mean? Like, unless you're, like, a skilled fighter, you're not going to be kicking that high up. The claws are usually pretty sharp. They can pretty much gut you in one swift movement. That seems insane. Like, most people think of kangaroos as, like, kind of like these, like, cute, kind of, like, stoic animals. But, honestly, they sound fucking vicious whenever Australians talk about them. Do kangaroos, like, actually, like, hurt people in Australia? Like, do they, like, regularly hurt people? Is that, like, a common thing? I'm kind of scared. I don't want to go to Australia. Even the kangaroos are trying to kill you. Is there any good reasons to go to Australia? Like, is there anything, like, good there? Like, tourist-wise? I can't actually think of any reason. It's not a common occurrence. Okay, gotcha. I can't think of any recollection of people saying anything good or, like, a reason to visit Australia. Like, obviously there's good things there, but, like, not from, like, a tourist sense. You know what I mean? It seems kind of scary. Oh, maybe there's, like, is it the Sydney Opera House? Is that? Because Sydney's in Australia, right? That is in Australia, right? I'm not just being fucking stupid. Yeah, okay. I was like, I really hope I'm not being incredibly dumb right now. Yeah. Because Sydney is a place in Australia. People usually leave the wild ones alone, and get their roof fixed through zoos and the like, with ones used to human contact. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, like, the wild ones could be aggressive and they can be dangerous, so stay the fuck away. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't like, if you saw a fucking elephant in the wild, I wouldn't fuck around with an elephant in the wild. Like, one hit from their foot and you probably break bones, you know what I mean? And you're probably fucking on the floor writhing in pain. So I wouldn't fuck around with an elephant. Or like even like a deer, to be honest. Like I don't know, when animals are that big, like it takes very little for them to hurt you. You know what I mean? Like all they have to do is like run at you at a relative speed and you're gonna get hurt. So yeah, I wouldn't want to fuck around with that. Would not want to fuck around. Usually come here for the beaches and shit. We're fairly low on culture and history, and that's fair. That's fair. Is there good beaches? Australia beaches. I mean, these images are all not going to be super accurate, though, are they? They're going to be like the most picturesque, like unrealistic photos, right? I mean, these do look really nice, though, to be honest. I mean, these are some nice beaches. Oh, there's a kangaroo on the beach. Oh my god, look at him. What a good boy. Not sure how real this image is. Oh, it's all of these. Use snipping tool. I don't think it's AI. I think it's just like a very like high res photo. I mean, it could be AI. It's hard to tell these days. It looks pretty normal except for his eyes. That was me. Don't worry about it. I don't know. I've never been out of the country. I've only ever been in America. But I've been to a lot of different states. I've been to a shit ton of different states. I've been to like so many different states. I saw the Grand Canyon at some point. Do not remember that at all. Oh, was that desktop noise really loud? Sorry. I think that's why you're saying way too dank. I don't have my desktop audio lowered on this OBS yet. I didn't think I'd play anything on the desktop, so I didn't worry about it, but I'm not sure how loud that was. I did see the Grand Canyon. I do not remember that at all. I saw the, what is it called? There's some kind of crater. Some kind of crater where it's like really low down and there's like an alien museum there. I mean, alien museum is kind of a weird, it's not Roswell or anything like that. It was just like, it's some kind of crater. I don't know. Notable crater in America. I don't fucking know what it was. I don't know. It was some kind of crater or something. I have no idea what it was. So 2 holes in the ground so far, 1 sites. Yeah. Have I seen anything else of note in America? Boss fight in Brighter Shores is interesting. Interesting good or interesting bad? No, yeah, I don't think I've seen anything really else of note. Grand Canyon, which I do not remember at all. And then some kind of crater. I remember the crater because it was fucking cold and the air was very thin. It was like very high up. Can't remember what it was though. Huh. I'd have to ask a relative. I was really young. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I really haven't seen anything too crazy. But to be fair, I was never much into that kind of stuff. We'll fight it and patch up. Oh, that sounds kind of cool. That sounds kind of RuneScapey. My mom used to always tell me about how she remembers this specifically because I think it pissed her off. Was that we were at Disneyland or something, and me as a kid, I was complaining about how I wanted to go home so I could play on my computer. And she mentions that somewhat regularly when I talk to her. Because for her, you know, that just doesn't make any sense. But I don't know, I just, you know, I wanted to go home. So I was like, I know it's just how I've always been. I'm a computer nerd at heart. Just wanna sit at home, wanna play some games, wanna relax, you know, be comfortable, be alone. I don't want to go out to some amusement park. Although I do like amusement parks these days, but when I was a kid, I wasn't having a good time, obviously. I really like roller coasters. Roller coasters feel like drugs. Like, I don't know, I go on a roller coaster and I feel like fucking wired after. Like, it's the adrenaline, right? But it's just like, it's like relaxing in a way too, though. It's like really relaxing. I don't know. I remember one time I went to an amusement park and I rode a roller coaster like 3 or 4 times in a row. I just kept going over and over and over and over again. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just wild. Like the adrenaline, it's just like, it's a really like soothing feeling too. I don't know, my brain is like not wired correctly, evidently. It's like Tarkov. It's like Tarkov. Tarkov is like relaxing to me. I find Tarkov relaxing. I find roller coaster soothing. I don't think my brain's wired correctly. To be fair, though, I don't really need to be told that much. I already know that much, right? But I'm a interesting individual, I guess. $143 in the gathering skill. Sounds like you need to start grinding. I think tomorrow I will play some DBD. It'll probably be a shorter stream. Oh, actually, there is something to talk about DBD wise. Every time we've been on a roller coaster together, you got off of it, we're bouncing, we're just so ready to go, like you just drank an energy drink. I know. Energy drinks do nothing for me though. That's the weird thing. Like energy drinks, like I like energy drinks, caffeine. I just don't. Actually, I've never really had an energy drink, to be fair. I don't really like stuff like that. That's not true. I was thinking about caffeine when I was saying energy drinks. Caffeine doesn't really do anything for me. It just does not seem to have any effect. I do get a crash, but I don't get any kind of like energy like from caffeine. I do get a crash if I drink like a decent amount of caffeine for like 5 days in a row or 5+ days in a row, and then I stop. I have like 1 or 2 days where I'm like super lethargic and like just like blah, like just super low energy and just feel kind of like really down, like physically. But I don't ever feel like I get any kind of energy from it. I don't drink energy drinks personally though, because I don't. I've had like some like pseudo energy drinks and I don't feel anything though. Like the ones that aren't like, they aren't like Red Bull or Monster or anything, but they're like the like pseudo ones that are kind of like a mixture between soda and energy drinks. They're a little bit lighter on the energy side of things, you know what I mean? And those I don't feel like I have anything either. But roller coasters, man, it's like, wow. It's like I feel like wired after. But it's also kind of like soothing in the moment. It's weird. But it's the adrenaline, right? The adrenaline just does like weird things to your brain. You know what fucking pissed me off, actually? You know what fucking pissed me off? I'm gonna tell this story, actually. I was with a group of friends, right? And there was somebody that I did not know very well in this group, right? They were like a friend of a friend. And we went on this roller coaster, and I screamed during the roller coaster. Not like a I'm scared scream, but like a woohoo, this is so fun scream. And they were like, oh, you screamed on the roller coaster, you were scared. And I was like, are you fucking stupid? Like, it's a roller coaster. That's what you do. Like, you have fun. And it pissed me off. I still remember it to this day because they would not let it go. They were super dead set that I screamed in like a fearful way. And it fucking pissed me off. I was like, you know what? Let's fucking go again, bitch. Let's go again. Bring it on. Like, because it wasn't scary. It was just I was yelling to have a good time. And they took my good time and were trying to like make me feel bad about it. It pissed me off. It pissed me off. I still remember this. I still fucking remember this. So, fuck them. What was I gonna look up? I was gonna look something up, but I can't remember what it was. I was gonna look up DVD. Because there is something to talk about DVD wise. There is a new killer. Roller coasters are virtually the only time you can scream at the top of your lungs. Why would you not? I know. It's just like, that's just part of the fun. And also, like, it didn't sound like a scared scream. It sounded like a woohoo, I'm having a great time scream. I don't know. But to be fair, they didn't know me very well, so. It's weird, though, because now thinking about it, I've been to like haunted houses and stuff with like groups of friends and those roller coasters. And I've always said that I do well under pressure, but I feel like those are like great indicators. Like when I'm on a roller coaster, it feels like soothing. You know what I mean? Or like when I was in the haunted houses and stuff, I was one of the people that got the least scared because it just like was really like, I don't know. It's just like the adrenaline kind of just made me fearless in a way. Like it just kind of like, there was so much going on and there was so much to like there was like, you know, sounds and smells and visuals and lights and all this stuff. And it was like just so much adrenaline going on and like just having fun with my friends that it just made me like fearless to an extent. So I don't know. I feel like I do well under pressure in general. I feel like pressure doesn't really get to me. And I feel like that kind of is backing up that claim as well, which I've never really thought about. But like feeling like that roller coasters are soothing. Because I mean they are, but it's weird because they shouldn't be. But I mean, like I could die. But I don't know. It doesn't feel that way. I'm curious who this was. I can tell you after the stream. You'll know who they are. But I mean, it's not somebody that we know personally, but you'll know of them. There is a new killer in DVD though, coming out relatively soon. It is they have a doggo. If you don't keep up with DVD, they have a dog, and you can send out the dog to bite people, and the dog will like bring them back to you, which is kind of fun. It actually looks kind of fun to play. And there's like a search mechanic for the dog to be able to like search for people. And I mean the dog is pretty cool, honestly. So, although it does kind of play like a kind of more advanced Deathslinger or Pyramid or Pinhead. I don't know. It like the grabbing ability is like not too extreme. Like it's pretty rehashed. But the search is like a little bit interesting at least. The search is a little bit interesting. So, but it's cool that they have a dog. Like it's a cool fresh mechanic. So, I probably will. My dog don't bite. He does indeed bite. I'll probably play. Actually, when is that coming out? Probably December, right? Probably in December. I would assume. Have they said when it's coming out? Oh, they probably have. Nope, they haven't. Loyalty runs thicker than blood. It's time to embark. Doomed course is coming. So yeah, she's a pirate. right? It's a pirate. And you've got a doggo. Should we watch the little trailer? We can watch the little trailer. I haven't seen this. I don't think they've said when it's coming out. Okay, it might be a little loud, just FYI. There you go. The doggo. What a good boy. God, that shoe. That evil. Her face is like really creepy looking. I like this art with the dog. The like scar on her face is like really creepy looking with the eye. The weapon's pretty cool. Weapon is pretty cool. I like the pirate vibes too. Kind of pirate vibes. And they are making it so that you can there's gonna be skins for the dog. Did you see that, Fluffkins? That there's gonna be skins for the dog. You're gonna be able to get like a different doggo. A different doggo. It's kind of fun. There's also, talking about DVD, 2v8 coming back in 2 days. And Blight is going to be part of it, apparently. Which is pretty exciting. Because that sounds incredibly fun. Have they released the info on that? Actually, I kind of want to see. I will love to play some Blight during the 2v8. That might be the most fun DVD ever, honestly. I haven't actually given like the full details. 2v8 second iteration details DVD. Dead by Daylight Wiki. New killers, Deathslinger, Blight, and Spirit. New maps, Dead Dog Saloon, Yamoka Estate, and 3 other maps from various realms. Changes to survivor classes, active and unlockable abilities. The unlockable skill will be dependent on the class. Now, only Medic retains the self-care skill. The active skill will charge over time and have great effects. Repair broken pallets. What the fuck? New killer classes makes adding new killers to the mode easier in the future. 1 of 4 classes augmenting specific playstyles. In each trial, only 1 killer can have any specific class. Shadow, stealth, sneaking up on survivors' element of surprise. Brute, relentless, unstoppable force during chases. Enforcer, preying on the weak and finishing the job on injured survivors. And Fearmonger, map mobility and unseen force. Huh. Snowball potential. Each cage speeds up generator repair speed. Each completed generator slows it down again. I really hate that, to be honest, but it is supposed to be more of a fun mode, but and killers no longer automatically send survivors to cages and can now carry them, allowing for more interactions. I like how it says can carry them. Not have to carry them, can carry them. It's like, It's just trying to make it sound less of a nerf than it is. You can carry them. It's like, yeah, can. I can carry them, yes. And I will every time I need to put them on a hook. I'm excited for Blight, though. I'm excited to see what the changes to Blight's kit are. I hope it's more bounces. I hope he gets like 7 bounces or some shit. Like I hope he's like tons of bounces and increased speed as well. I want increased speed, more bounces. I don't even need turn rate. They might give some turn rate, but I just want more bounces and increased speed so I can actually get around the massive fucking map. Increased turn rate is all right. I don't need it, but it would be fun at least. But I don't play with increased turn rate on Blight usually though. I don't know, it kind of fucks with my muscle memory, I feel like, because I usually just leave it default, and I just use speed add-ons, or, like, recovery add-ons, so, like, there's less of a delay if I bounce near somebody. That'll be really fun, though, actually. I'm kind of excited for that, because there'll be no MMR. I can just play Blight over and over and over again, and just, like, have so many people and so many targets, and there will be aura reading as well. Like, oh my god, that sounds like a lot of fun, actually. That might be, like, the most fun I've had in DVD for, like, years, to be honest. Blight is, like, hands down the most fun killer these days for me. The gameplay is just so unique and fun. And, like, it feels so fast-paced. Like, I'm, like, constantly thinking and, like, kind of adjusting and, like my mind is doing calculations. It's fun. I like stuff like that. Not that I'm the best Blight out there. I'm kind of just decent, but it is a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot. That'll be pretty fun. I'm excited for that. That'll be on the 12th. I shouldn't get my hopes up too much, though, because if my computer is still having issues, I'm going to be very sad. And the amount of fun that I will have is going to be less than ideal. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm really hoping that the wipe did some good things. I'm really hoping that with a fresh PC, it's running like smooth as butter. That's what I'm really hoping. I think we're gonna find out tomorrow, honestly. I think I'm just gonna pull the plug and we're gonna find out tomorrow. So I think that is going to be a very interesting stream. I will either be very, very happy, and it'll be a very, very happy stream, or I will be very, very sad, and it'll be a very, very sad stream. So, you can tune in tomorrow for a very 50-50 potential experience. It could be a great time. It could be an awful time. We'll see. I don't. Fuck. I'm kind of scared, honestly. I'm kind of scared. So it'd be a very unusual DVD stream or a very normal DVD stream. No, yeah. And like I'm scared because like if it doesn't work, I'm shit out of luck. I legitimately have no idea what to do. To be fair though, DVD is not going to be the be all end all because there is potential that DVD is just having issues as well. Because I did have issues with Men of War Soul Squad 2. But DBD is just kind of unoptimized, and I have had issues with DBD in the past specifically. So this is a fresh install of Windows though, so we might have more issues just in general. I might launch the game and something doesn't work, or easy anti-cheat kicks me out, or who fucking knows, right? I mean, in theory it should work fine, but we'll see what happens. But fuck, do I want to install Steam? Easy anti-cheat is such nonsense. It is kind of a pain in the ass. I don't know how good it actually even is either, to be honest. But I mean, anti-cheat's always kind of a crapshoot. It's always an arms race, and the anti-cheat's always going to be a bit behind, so. Can you, does anybody know if you can delete Steam redistributables? Like, can you delete them completely? Just like off your computer? Fuck, I'm a little bit worried now. Because I don't want to install Steam and then install a game, and then even after I uninstall it, I mean, I should be able to delete the redistributables, like, completely. Is that what they're called? Redistributables? Re-something? They're called re-something. Because I don't want it to pull from my C drive when I play a game. I mean, realistically, I should wait for the other drive, because potentially this drive could be having problems. That could be the entire issue to begin with. Like, maybe this drive is dying on me, or just a bit slow now, and it's hard for it to pull, so waiting for the other drive is the smart thing to do. But I wanna start playing some games, and I want to start streaming again. Just to install things. Yeah, but I would like to uninstall those things. But I don't know how easy that's going to be. Because I don't want, whenever I play a game, it to draw from the C drive. That's kind of why I was waiting. But I might be able to just uninstall them and then reinstall them. I don't know. I don't know exactly how that works, but I don't know, maybe I should just wait. Because, like, realistically, I should wait anyways, but I don't know how long it's going to be. If it doesn't deliver soon, and I'm waiting for it, I kind of need to order something new. Whereas if I just start using my C drive, I can just uninstall everything when I'm done, ideally. And I can just play games until it arrives, and then I don't have to order anything new. I don't know how long it's going to be, though. It might be a long time, so. I don't know. The fuck, who's this guy? The fuck? Is this guy actually from Valve? His name is Steve. And he has a Valve thing next to his thing. He has a badge. And it says, Valve employees will never ask for you for personal or account information on Steam or anywhere else. Huh. This man is from Steam. He's from Valve. His name is Steve. What a cool guy. I've never seen that before. I mean, yeah, supposedly, I guess they do actually have people that work there. Who would have known? I am getting kind of tired. I mean, it should be okay. Hi, Steve. Switch to overnight shift starting Monday. Oof. Switching his sleep schedule is not pleasant, especially when you have to. I wish you the best of luck. I wish you the best of luck. I honestly struggle with that all my fucking life. Leaves behind the Steam Apps folder. The Steam Apps folder contains your game downloads and local save files. Interesting. I mean, I've still got a lot of shit to do. Like, I mean, obviously my OBS isn't set up, like, at all. And my, I still got some stuff to do to set up my PC, but I kind of just want to see if the problem's gone. But, like, what if it isn't just because I have my other hard drive? I guess it'll at least be a good test. Because, like, if the problem's gone, I can just start streaming every day. And when the hard drive gets here, I can switch everything over. If the problem isn't gone, then I can wait until the hard drive gets here. Then switch everything over and see if the problem is gone then. And if it's still not gone, then at that point I'd probably just fucking give up. Throw in the towel. Accept my fate. Cry myself to sleep, etc. But I think it might be worth a try today, because I mean, I would be, you know, pretty positive and like happy mode. So that would be nice. That would be nice. I don't know why that short I uploaded recently is doing so badly. It might be because I put the hashtags as Escape from Tarkov, EFT, and Tarkov. There might just be too much in those categories, so it didn't get any views. Or it might just be waiting, because sometimes shorts on YouTube, like, they take a while before they, like, pop off. It's kind of weird. Because I did only upload it yesterday. How long has it been uploaded? I mean, it's been uploaded 11 hours now. I feel like it should have gotten some views. Might just be a dud. Might be a dud. A lot of my videos have been duds lately, but it is all just like old DVD content, so it's kind of not that surprising. Might need to start uploading some other stuff. Might be time to start some other uploads. I don't really have anything. I mean, I can look through my stuff, but my I don't have any of my. Well, I mean, I have my external hard drive here. I could just plug that in and get some clips off that. But my Twitch collections are all just DVD shit, to be honest. I just have like hundreds of hours of DVD, which I'm sure Fluffkins is very happy about. Tons of DVD. I have to edit up the fucking Cyberpunk playthrough, but that's like so much shit to edit. It's crazy. I have to edit up the Hex playthrough as well and upload that at some point. That wouldn't actually probably be too hard. Maybe that's a good idea to do. That could be a fun thing to upload. The problem is I don't like to upload things like back to back to back because like my interests change on what I want to edit at that time and place. So I just edit things kind of just all over the place. So I'll do like one episode of the Hex, and then I'll move on to something else, and then, you know, the next episode of the Hex will be in like 20 years. I have one thing I did save. I have I love that little cat. Happy. I do have 3 things from when I played Dark Souls. I have 3 things and some clips. I have 20 minutes of me being lost in Anor Londo for some fucking reason, because I thought that'd be funny to upload. And then I have the weapon breaking during the Four Kings fight, which was absolute heartbreak. And then I have every boss kill. I have every boss kill saved, because I highlighted those back originally when I did the playthrough. So every boss kill is saved. So I was going to create a compilation, which I thought would be a really cool video. But I had planned to do that 4 years ago. No, 5 years ago at this point. Yeah, 5 years ago. So I had planned to do that 5 years ago. But it's still on the table. 5 years later. It actually has been 5 years now since I started streaming. It was September 6th, 2019. I'm starting to yawn a whole bunch, so it's probably best to... Horrible time for a weapon to break? No, yeah, it was. It was. I'm going to upload that at some point, because it is like... There is so much heartbreak. I had been fighting him for like hours at that point too. Hours, and I would have won if the weapon hadn't broke. That's why the weapon broke, is because I had fought him so many times and failed that my weapon ran out of durability. I remember what happened too, because I went to bed after that. I went to bed after that because I just did not have any kind of resolve after that. It just like broke my spirits completely. My like entire spirit was broken after that. It was absolute heartbreak. That was really fun. I wish I had my whole Dark Souls playthrough. It really makes me sad that I don't have it all saved. I wish I had it all saved, man. I have some good moments, at least. A couple good moments. The Knight Artorias kill was definitely a good one, too. Couple cool boss fights, for sure. The Calamite was fun. I remember Calamite being pretty fun. Smo and Ornstein, obviously. Grey Wolf Sif, pretty cool as well. Four Kings. Quelaag was probably like the first real boss. So that was always a solid one. Honestly, the end boss wasn't that exciting. Yeah, I feel like those are the ones that stood out the most to me. Ornstein Smoke, Quelaag, Four Kings, Grey Wolf, Naratorius, and Calamite. The Priscilla boss fight was pretty cool, but she died really easily, from what I remember. But I liked the idea of like the footprints. I wish I had my full playthrough, man. It makes me sad that I don't. It makes me very sad. God, Priscilla is pretty fucking badass, actually, with her fucking like white cloak, or white fuzzy cloak, and her scythe. I didn't remember her being so fucking cool. God, these are this is a 5-year-old clip. It's kind of crazy. This is kind of crazy to watch back. No, yeah, I know that. Oh wait, is this bugged? Oh, what the fuck? It looks like this is bugged. Oh, the video might be like corrupted. It just like skips forward to me killing her. It just like skips in the video. That's weird. What the fuck? Aw. That's a huge shame. Maybe if I download it, it works? Twitch! Why? Fuck, are the rest of them glitched as well? Maybe if I download it, it'll still work. It might just be the video player, not the actual video file. If that makes sense. Oh, this one's bugged too. It just like skips to the end of the video. Oh, it's such a shame. I really hope that's just like a video player bug. They might be fixed eventually if I wait. Well, that's really lame if so. You know what sucks even more is that I had these files downloaded on my computer, but I didn't have space, so I deleted them because I knew that they were still saved on Twitch. So I thought I could just delete them and be fine. Oh, I really hope they're not scuffed forever. That'd really fucking suck. It's like all of them too. I think it's a video player bug though. Is it working now? Okay, I think it's just a video player bug because this one was broken and then it started working again. Yeah, okay. I think it's fine. Never mind. I think it should be fine. This is why I'm trying to fucking put everything onto YouTube, though, because Twitch is not reliable for saving stuff. So, trying to make sure that all that stuff's available on YouTube. Yeah, so I should probably get on that a little bit sooner, to be honest. Sooner rather than later. But, you know, I can only do so much. Honestly, I'm getting kind of tired, and I don't really have anything else to talk about, so I might just end it here. I think I am going to play some DVD tomorrow. I'm going to try and just install it on this drive. I'm going to uninstall Steam later, so we're just going to try it and see how it goes. If it doesn't work, I will still hold out some hope that maybe it's my C drive, because I'm still using the same drive. So there's a chance that if I get a new drive, it'll work. So I'm going to hold out hope that that's the case. So I won't be too sad of a stream tomorrow, but it will be kind of a sad stream if it still happens. If it doesn't happen, though, it'll be a very happy stream. It'll be a very happy stream if there's no issues tomorrow. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Who knows? It might be a sad stream, might be a happy stream. We'll see. But I'm going to still hold out hope, even if it doesn't work. Because there is the potential when I get the new drive, when I stick everything onto that, it'll work better. So I'll hold out hope, but we'll see. But yeah, I think I'm gonna play some DVD tomorrow and just see how it goes, because I would like to get back to streaming, and I think at least testing to see if stuff works is a good idea. And then if it does work, then I can at least play some games while I wait for the drive to show up, while I do some other stuff, and I can slowly get the stream back to, you know, better quality, because obviously the webcam's like fucking huge, and it doesn't have a frame, and the mic quality is definitely not ideal currently, but I will get it all set back up, I swear. But it's just gonna take some time. But I will get it all set back up if my PC issues are actually fixed. If they're not, then I'm shit out of luck, and I don't know, I might have to give up on the streaming for now. But cross our fingers and hope that it was some software issues, and a clean install of Windows will have cleared everything up, and we'll be good to game and good to stream and have some good times, because there's a lot of games that I want to play on that fucking list, man. We need to make some more progress. So many games to play. I'm itching to make some progress. Got some great games. Dying Light could be super fun. For Honor, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Republic Commando, I really want to play that. Soma will be really fun. Resident Evil games, those will be really fun as well. Song of Horror, In Sound Mind, Max Payne, one day. Observer, Darksiders. I'm really excited to play Darksiders as well. Yeah, a lot of good games. Half-Life, I want to play that Half-Life. A lot of great games, so I really do want to get on that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I think that's gonna be about it for today, honestly. I know it's just like a little 3-hour chatting stream, but hopefully people understand. This last week has been pretty fucking hectic. As I explained at the start of the stream, it's been a little bit all over the place for me the last week, so hopefully people can understand and bear with me. We are, get back in the groove a little bit, hopefully. Get back in the groove. And I'm going to try and be back on tomorrow around the same time I started today. I might actually start streaming at 12 consistently. This might be the new time. This might be the new tie. Start the stream at 12 a.m. Could be good. Could be good. Keep a schedule. Who knows? Who knows? Possible. No, unlikely. But but maybe I'll try. If my PC isn't having issues, I might try and hold a schedule. Very unlikely, but I might try and hold a schedule. We'll see. So, but that's a big if. Don't hold me to that. That's a big if. So, yeah. But I might. I don't know if I want to do 12. Maybe 4 is better. Do I want to do 4? I do like 4 a.m. I feel like 12 is easier to be awake at, though. You know what I mean? I feel like 12 is easier to be awake at. I do like 4 a.m. though. 4 a.m. is a good time. I feel like it's a good time. When is like early morning for Europeans? What time is it in Australia? Anima? I can hear Anima scoff all the way from the other side of the world. Yeah, I'm not good at time management or being on time for anything, so I don't blame him. 7:13 p.m. Holy shit! And it's the 10th for you, right? It's the 10th. I'm pretty sure it's the 10th. We're in the same day for once. It's like, I guess, how many hours away is that? That's 12, 16 hours. 16 hours apart. That's wild. That's like a wild difference. That's insane if you think about it. 16 hours apart. Those time zones. That's wild. So how long are you in another day? Let's piece this together actually. So you're gonna be in the next day in 5 hours. We're gonna round down to 7 just because it's easier. So in 5 hours. So you're on the next day for 11 hours before I eventually catch up. That's kind of wild. Because in 5 hours it'll be... Wait, no, that's not true. That's completely wrong. I need to recount. In 5 hours for you, it'll be 12 o'clock. And you'll move over to the 11th. And in 5 hours for me, it'll be 8 o'clock, which means it'll be... Oh, it is just 16 hours. I'm a dummy. Yeah, that is a lot easier to figure out than I thought it would be. So yeah, it'll be 16 hours. So you're 16 hours... So we're only in the same day for an 8-hour period. Is that right? Is it that simple? I think it's that simple. Yeah, because when I hit 8 o'clock, you'll be on the next day. So there's only an 8-hour period we're in the same day, which is kind of weird if you think about it. Time travel. Yeah, I mean, essentially. I mean, because that's the whole thing behind the around the world in like in a day or whatever. Is that a thing? No. Around the world in 80 days? There was a thing where somebody did like they went around the world in one day or something like that. Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing. It's obviously not a real life thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. I need to get some sleep. It was the idea that as you go back in time. So you can go around the entire world in the span of like a lesser amount of time, because less time is technically passed because you're going backwards. Because as you're traveling, yes, an hour might have passed, but you went back in a time zone. So technically on the clock, no time has passed, if that makes sense. But obviously time has passed overall. We're all time travelers moving forward 1 second at a time. It's true. It's true. I always love the joke that people make, like, oh, that's an issue for future Ty to deal with. Oh, fuck you, past Ty. Honestly, I do hate past Ty. He creates a lot of problems. Future Ty does not like past Ty. I think current Ty doesn't like anybody. Doesn't like either Ty. But I think that's gonna be about it for today. Just a little chatting stream. Nothing crazy. Just chill chatting. And tomorrow we'll play some DVD and see how it goes. Cross our fingers, hope that the issue's gone. Even if it isn't, there is a chance that a new thing, so. The amount of things your past self leaves for your future self, yeah. Past Sam is an asshole. He never seems to do the thing I need him to do, yeah. I don't think anybody likes their past selves. I mean, sometimes past selves can be alright. Sometimes they can do some stuff that helps you out, you know? Yeah, I think we'll play some DVD tomorrow. I think that'll be the plan. We'll play some DVD tomorrow, probably starting around the same time as today. But no promises on that. But I think it's pretty safe to say I'll start around the same time as I did today. And we'll play some DVD and see how it goes. Really crossing my fingers and hoping that that the issue is fixed. Sorry, I'm tired. Yeah, really crossing my fingers, hoping the issue is fixed. Even if it's not, there is a chance that the new drive will be a fix, because maybe this drive is just slow nowadays. Maybe it's like, you know, been like had some issues, but I don't know, that's probably unlikely, but we'll see what happens. So am I the only one who makes sure my past self helps out my future self? Sounds like you're on a high horse right now. Better watch out not to fall off. Just saying. Yeah, I think that's going to be about it for today, though. I think that is going to be about it for today. About it. So I had a good time. Chatting, hanging out with you guys. Thank you all for hanging out and chatting and all that good stuff. I do really appreciate everybody tuning in, even though, you know, I'm not playing any games or anything like that. Just kind of sitting around, chatting, shooting the shit, talking about games, that kind of stuff. I will hopefully be back to playing some games soon. Hopefully tomorrow. And we'll see how it goes. I think I'll definitely be on tomorrow, and we'll definitely play some DB. Not high horse, and I just know I'll hate myself if I don't do something in the past. Yeah, but you can't do everything. It's kind of just like a joke that, you know what I mean, like your past self, because you always think back and you're like, oh, you know, I should have done this, I should have done that, but hindsight's 20/20. You know what I mean? I mean, we all try our best not to, you know, screw ourselves over in the future, but nobody's perfect. Happens to everybody. It happens. But yeah, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Hoping that it'll go smooth. I will definitely change the 720p. I don't know why it's 720p, but OBS seems to have defaulted to that. So I'll change that. Hopefully fix the Discord streaming notification too. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'll try and figure that out. Try and relink my account. Maybe that'll fix it. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think that's gonna be about it for today. So if you did enjoy the stream and you're new, you hit the follow button. Little heart down below. Usually I'm playing games. Today just chatting, but usually I'm playing video games. We'll hopefully get back to playing some video games tomorrow. I play like pretty much anything and everything. So chances are, if you enjoy the stream, you'll see me playing something that you want to watch in the future, and you can tune back in. So do hit that little follow button down below. But yeah, even though I do stream every day, I don't really start the stream at any specific time every day. So if you do really want to know when the stream starts, your best bet is to hit that follow button down below. Or you can follow me on Twitter, or you can join my community Discord. All three of those things are completely free. All they do is just give you notifications whenever I start the stream, so you can always tune back in and know when I'm streaming, that good stuff. So there's a little heart down below, or the link in chat for my Twitter, or the link in chat to join my community Discord. All of them are completely free, like I said. The notifications on all 3 of those things will let you know how long I plan to stream, what game I plan to play, what time I plan to start at, and when I actually go live. So you can get all the information you need and be able to tune in if you feel like it. Other than that, I do have a YouTube channel where I post occasional highlights and clips and shorts, compilations, edited videos, all that kind of good stuff up on there. It's just general gaming content. Pretty much same stuff I do here on stream. So if you enjoy the stream, chances are you'll enjoy the stuff I post up on there. So if you do want to go check it out, you can. There's a link in chat. I usually try and upload about twice a week. So if you do want to check that out, you can. And lastly, I do have a secondary YouTube channel, my VODs channel, where I upload all my streams as full-length videos. So if you miss a stream or you want to see me play a specific game that I've played in the past, it is all up on that VODs channel as full-length videos for everybody to check back, watch back, all that kind of good stuff. There's a link to that in chat if you do want to check it out. If not, it's all good. It's just there for the people who want it. Actually, fun fact about the VODs channel. One of the VODs actually hit 1,000 views today, which is pretty cool. Or yesterday, I think it was. 1,000 views, which is kind of a cool little milestone. First VOD to hit 1,000 views. Kind of cool. It was the Tarkov helmet tier list, which was aptly named, to be fair. So that's probably why it was so successful as a video. The VOD just ended up being because I took a break, then I did the tier list, and then I ended the stream. So it just ended up only being about the tier list, so that's why it was called that. So just ended up having a good thumbnail and good title just randomly. So ended up doing pretty well on the YouTubes, which is kind of cool. 1,000 views just on a VOD is pretty sick, so can't complain about that. But yeah, if you do want to check out the VODs channel, there's a link in chat, but it's all good if not. It's just there for the people who want it. But yeah, that should be about it, honestly. Thank you all very much for watching. I do really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed the stream. I do really appreciate it. Thank you all for hanging out, even though I've just been chatting, just been shooting the shit. Hopefully be playing some games tomorrow. Hopefully PC issues are fixed, but we'll see 100% tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. Cross our fingers, see what happens. But yeah, hopefully you guys all enjoyed the stream. Anima, if you're still around, thank you very much for tuning in and chatting. Always great to have you here, as always. Glad to hear you're doing well. Samboni as well, thank you very much for tuning in. Oh, thanks for the stream. You're very welcome for the stream. Samboni, thank you very much for tuning in. Your hindsight is more like 2030. I think higher numbers are worse, right? So, but fair enough for the self-awareness. Thank you for tuning in and chatting. Hope your Brighter Shore goes well. Thank you very much for telling me about it. I do want to give it a try at some point, but I just got so much shit to do these days. So many games to play. I'll get around to it eventually. But yeah, hopefully, and thank you for posting the picture of your little cat. He's very cute, and I wish him the best. He's very cute. And Fluffkins as well. I'm very glad that you enjoyed your stay. As always, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being part of chat as always. And thank you everybody else as well. Even if you're just new to the stream, even if you were lurking, even if you only got to pop in for a little bit. I appreciate everybody who tunes in and enjoys the stream. It really does mean a lot to me, especially when, I'm just sitting around chatting and stuff. I appreciate everybody tuning in and hanging out. It really does mean a lot. So thank you all very much for watching. I do really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Hopefully you guys had a good time. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for some DVD. Peace.